The saga continues, co-host.
Oh, God. It's still going,
It's
huh?
still going, man.
Make it stop. Make it stop.
Believe me, I've tried, but this train ain't stopping, man.
Oh,
it ain't
Jesus
stopping for
Christ.
nobody. Remember that little British kid who barely missed that train?
Oh, that guy. Yeah, Hex. Yeah. Yeah, I remember him.
Man, let me tell y'all something. I don't know. And Babalu Jack did he edited something. Okay, let me tell people what happened. There was a video that co-host sent me of a kid who jumped the fence, and this is in London, I think, right? He's and they got the train going by. So somebody walked across the tracks, and they walked by fine, no problem. And then some kid jumps his fist, looked like he's running from the cops or something.
Yeah.
And he runs across that track, and that train barely.
Exactly. Before you can blink, the train whizzes by, and he jumps. He makes a leap like you wouldn't believe. And you can see it's funny because as soon as he leaps, you know that either the wind caught his shoe or he actually touched that train because you see a shoe flying.
That's what I was about to say.
Direction.
That train barely missed his ankle, man, because you see some white fly by.
Oh, yeah.
And it's that kid's shoe. And on one of these shows a long time ago, you said that it was Hex.
That was Hex screaming "Tally ho!"
Yeah, you said I don't even know what this means, but after that you said "Tally ho! I live to crimp again."
Yeah.
I don't know what crimping means.
It's this rap that he does. It's from a show. Let's not get into it. Apparently, everyone else over there in London, they're embarrassed about it. So
but like the moment that train barely missed his ass, Babalu Jack edited this video where he said, "Tally ho!" And then he went running off and said, "I live to crimp again."
Awesome. Now I need to see that.
Babalu, if you listening, man, put that up. But yeah, anyway, man, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Just hanging out, living, loving
what?
Loving all my women's.
Oh, here we
Well,
go.
who else am I gonna love? You? That's sick.
Loving these pictures of women on your page.
Speaking of women, you know what today is?
Mardi Gras.
It's only the breast day ever.
It's Happy Tit Day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Show your teeth.
Yeah, man, we got some, man, let me tell you something. What is what we're going to talk about this evening?
Okay.
'Cause I got some things planned here. We're going to talk about Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras is a past.
Oh, boy. Oh.
Because we got some stories about Mardi Gras from a while back.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about, Obama came out tonight, man, and started talking about
I heard about that.
Yeah, he gave his speech.
I missed that, but yeah.
Stimulate the economy. We'll speak a little bit on that.
All right, you can inform me on that.
I'll inform you on that. We're not just talking about dumbass things here. We get a little political here.
We try.
Yeah. We're going to talk about some of the outstanding work that the members have been doing on the page with art.
The members have been doing an outstanding job with the art, for crying out loud. I'm honestly in shock and awe of half the stuff they just post up. And you know they're working on this shit at home.
Man.
Long and hard. Put it in those hours.
Oh, man.
Only to be posted up and for us to talk about it.
And that's the payment that they get for us to talk about it.
This is the reward, yes.
You might as well just threw that shit out in the middle of the street because you ain't getting anything for it. I mean, and you know, look. Oh, and that's another thing I want to speak about, man. Mm-hmm. I saw some strange anatomy on automobiles out here.
What?
That'll be one of the first things I talk about because I'll forget it.
Okay.
So you know, man, I don't know how long this show's gonna last, but we got enough here to last. And of course, we're gonna talk about the people's email.
That's right.
And people, if you haven't listened to the show before, it's like we say every week. Co-host and I, we sit here, we bullshit because we are professional bullshit.
That's right.
Get paid to do this.
We have licenses to do this kind of craziness.
Oh yeah. No, you got to go to school to bullshit like this. We went to bullshit college.
That's right. You got to go out and kill an innocent person to get this license to bullshit as much as we do.
Exactly. We got a license to kill people with bullshit.
Yeah.
Because you'll want to kill yourself sometime trying to bullshit.
We will drown you in that shit like you wouldn't believe.
But we also solve the world's problems here. A lot of things happening. You know, when the economy gets solved, it ain't going to be because of the government. It's going to be because it started here.
Because of us.
Yeah.
The black man, the robot.
Yeah, the black man, the robot.
Problem solvers.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they call us.
Hey, when you get to eat well in a few months or years, you thank us.
That's right. The economy is the cancer. We're the cure.
And then, like I say, we make this show about you people out there because we love you. You make this site what it is, so we love to dedicate most of this to you.
Yes.
We love you. We talk about you while you're not here.
Right. Exactly.
Talk about your mama.
Because it's easy to do. Yes. You make it easy.
Yeah. And then we read your emails. Man, co-host, you know what, man?
What?
I already told these people what this is about. I do this every week, but
you goddamn right.
I keep trying to get them ready. I don't know if they're ready, but I'm ready.
I'm ready.
And you know what? If y'all ain't ready, we'll talk about it again next week. But right now, try to get ready because I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Is ready.
You're ready.
Yeah, well, let's do this. The chopper.
Get down.
Get to the chopper!
Let out some steam, baby. If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Oh, here's my favorite part right here.
Nice.
Yeah, it sounds like somebody stuck something up Arnold's ass. Oh, man. All right. Well, you know what, man? First of all, let me get into this thing talking about, because you're looking at me like I'm crazy when I see.
Yeah, what the hell are you talking about? Anatomies and cars? What?
Man, let me tell you something.
Explain, Corey, please.
People, I'm going to be a little graphic here.
Oh, no.
Parents, if your children are listening, send them out the room. Kids, if you're listening, just make sure your parents ain't around. You can listen.
Now I want to send myself out the room. What are you going to talk about? What is this?
One day I'm driving down I-35 here, the main freeway, the fucked up freeway here in Austin.
The highway, yes. Uh-huh.
The highway, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I look on this car at what looks to be like melted steel. And I said, I don't know what that is, but it's in the shape of testicles.
Okay.
And I was like, and I just thought it was my nasty mind, thinking. I was like, that looks like balls. That looks like a ball sack hanging down from the back of this bumper.
Yeah. It's a moving Rorschach picture, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like,
that's balls.
But it was silver. It was silver, and it looked like, okay, maybe that's something weird happened to this car. I don't know. Lightning struck
balls.
the bumper. Yeah, they make the car look like it had balls.
Only Corey would think silver balls.
Okay,
yes.
now you silver balls.
Corey has balls on the brains again.
Silver balls. I saw silver balls in the city. No, so now, all right, I let it go. I just said, I'm seeing things.
This is crazy.
Holy ball sack. I'm seeing things. So now, this past Sunday, I'm driving to Borders bookstore, right? And there's this car in front of me. Now, it's a Cadillac. Right. It's like some old pimped out Mary Kay Cosmetics type.
The Duke of New York.
yeah. Kind of Cadillac driving. And
chandeliers on the hood. Yeah.
Diamond in the back, sunroof top, hitting the scene with the gangster lean. Ooh. No, that's what I saw. Now I looked at the bumper, and holy smokes, what did I see? I saw
silver balls.
I saw balls, but they weren't silver this time. They were flesh colored, Caucasian looking balls coming off the back of this.
What?
Now, people, I know everybody's gonna say, they're gonna make fun of me. They say, Corey, your gay tendencies are coming out now. It's so bad. It's so bad now that you're seeing balls on cars.
You're seeing balls wherever you go. You got balls in your face.
But somebody, all right? I'm not crazy, okay? Somebody out there is making attachments shaped like balls to put on the back of cars to make it look like your car has a nutsack.
Oh, my God.
I'm not meant. Somebody look this shit up and tell me what's going on. Let me know that I'm not going crazy, okay? I'm not gay, but I'm beginning to feel like, is there something, like if this was a movie, like I would be a gay guy in denial, and I'm seeing balls that nobody else sees.
Right.
It's like those movies where people see ghosts and they're talking to ghosts, but nobody else sees the ghost. Right. I'm seeing balls everywhere, but nobody else sees.
Is it like that one Jack Black movie where every fat chick he saw turned into like a super hot chick?
Like I'm gay for cars. Like I want to have sex with cars, but male cars. No, it's
why does that sound like the most fucking retarded thing I've heard all day today?
No, it's not retarded what I'm telling you. It's retarded. Somebody's out there naked.
Somebody's actually doing that.
It's like, why would you want to drive around with something that looks like a nutsack hanging off the back of your car?
Pair of fucking balls. Breast, I can understand, all right? I understand that.
On the front of a
pair
car.
Of balls? I mean, what the hell? What is there pubic hair? Like little pieces of metal? Are those the pubic hair parts? Are they doing that as well?
I didn't look.
How
that close.
detailed are they getting with this scrotum sack?
Hey, look, man.
Steel.
It's not like I followed this car and waited for the person to leave and got out and started like cupping this ball sack.
making the car cough.
Yeah, I'm sticking my finger in the tailpipe and like playing the cough for me. Okay, good. You're good.
Oh my god!
It's like that's instead of getting your oil change, you're like checking the car's balls now.
Is that going to be like the cool thing on Pimp My Ride now? Instead of the TV, they're switching out with balls. I'm gonna put some nice balls on this car, yo.
Yo, man, I'm gonna put some gold balls.
Gold-plated balls.
Hey, yo, check it out. I'm putting gold balls on my ride.
Now you got balls of steel. What the hell?
Because you know
what the hell's going on with this world?
I don't know what's happening, man. People in these hard times, people have lost their fucking mind. The moment you driving behind somebody that had the nerve to put balls on that car, you know the apocalypse is up. We're lost. I hope this is one of those embarrassing trends that goes away. Remember that video where people were doing some strange thing with their tailpipe and they were yeah, sounded like the ghetto ass train coming along, chugging along. They're not selling ice cream in that thing, but yeah, that thing was so goddamn loud. Yeah, they had like a news report where it's disturbing people, and only the proud few that love that shit, man, that's some dope shit. Yeah, it's only the proud, ignorant few.
Yes,
like they had a video of this brother talking about how he put it on people's cars, and he would actually do the sound for it, like, yeah, man, let you know that your ride is pimping. I don't know what he was saying. I forget. All I remember was like, how does it go, man? Yeah, you know, you ride down the street, people know you're coming because you do whoop whoop. It's like, and people were doing that shit like at 7 a.m.
Yeah,
on a weekend,
driving by. Yeah,
Negroes driving by your crib with that shit on. Whoop, whoop. It's like, what the like, how is that even cool?
Hey, beat the fuck out of me. You need to ask that guy. You need to go interview him.
Yeah, I need that. So what was cool about? Oh shit, what was cool about it?
Yes.
Whoop, whoop.
I just thank God that bullshit never caught on, because I was like, what they let the retards out of the pit now? What are they doing? They're getting jobs now? What's going on here? We're working at the car shop.
Now, maybe I can deal with this if they start putting vaginas on cars. I don't know.
No. I don't think that'll be any better. That would be, you're gonna scare the kids with that one.
I know because you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
you're gonna come out your house one night. Let's just say you are one of these dumbasses who want to put some vagina on your car. They're like,
yeah.
my ride's my girl, man. You know, that's my girl right there. I love this bitch so much, I'm gonna put a vagina on her. You know, you put a fake vagina on your car. You come out the next morning. Mm-hmm. What you gonna see? You gonna see some dude outside fucking your car. Hey, get the fuck off that! What are you doing? Oh, hell off my car, man.
He's gonna finish off on that. He ain't spit shining that thing.
And he ain't gonna move. You know, he's like, shit, I ain't going until I'm done. You ever like hit a dog off of you, like to try to hump your leg, and the dog is like still fucking when they like walk away. That's what you do to that guy. Like you hit him, get the fuck off my car. Guy's still humping.
You're gonna catch him. You're gonna catch every homeless person humping your car. It's not gonna be good. You're gonna have to get the shimp alarm.
Now that's when you want your car to go like whoop whoop. Help me. Whoop, whoop.
Damn.
Hey, now
it's crazy.
Now okay. Balls on cars is disturbing, but you want to know, I didn't even think about this until we start talking. I read a story, and I shit you not, man. People, you can find this. Somebody's gonna post it on the site. The story about this. If you can find the booty man from that time we talking about prison TV shows, that guy talking about I like booty.
Oh yeah.
3 people found that shit because I couldn't even find it anymore. Somebody found the booty man and put him up.
Oh no, people are great. I mean, as soon as we start talking about it, I'm sure they're looking it up. So.
Negro face cookies, the booty man.
Everything.
We're talking Lazy Town, all that kind of shit. People find it. So somebody
we don't need Google.
No, we don't need Google.
We have our
got
members.
Spill members who do that shit. We should we should make a new Google. Just put all the Spill members in there and let them like start searching shit for people. But check it out, man. I shit you not. There's a story about a guy proudly is having sex with cars.
What?
The guy, he says, look, and in some weird way, he makes sense. He's like, look, I'm not out raping anybody.
Right.
I'm keeping this in the privacy of my own home. I've always been attracted to cars. And you're thinking attracted to cars. Okay, like you're a car lover. He's like, no, I like to fuck cars. Okay.
Yeah. I like to bang them in the rear. I love the way that trunk looks.
Girl, that chrome.
Oh.
No, and you know what can you say to the guy? You like,
well, where's he putting it? That's what I want to know.
That's exactly what I want to know.
The goddamn keyhole? I don't know how you do that.
Yeah. I mean, this is a dude that's going to die because he's going to forget to put that shit like, he don't have a standard. Yeah. He's going to forget to put that like the parking brake up.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to find him rolled over one day with his penis in his hand.
When the goddamn pants down. Yeah.
With a look on his face like, woo-hoo!
Tired tracks on his penis.
That's what I got to wonder. How many burn marks does he have on his penis? But like, where do you put it, man? I mean, there's obvious places that you can, but...
no, you don't want to put it in the goddamn gas tank.
No, you talk about putting sugar in the tank.
I mean, what does he lube up with turtle wax? I don't know. I don't know. What do you do? What do you do with that?
Damn. I mean, for this,
I'm gonna put my own wax on this car,
man. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna wax that ass on this car, man. It makes me wish that in a way I could be that kind of disturbed because I mean these days you gotta wonder what's normal. All right, you know, I mean.
Wait, what?
Listen, hear me out. Now, I'm not gonna go have sex with a car. Okay,
please, God,
no,
don't.
I'm more of a Vespa guy. They're more feminine. You know what I'm saying? But
okay.
Come on. I mean, big car. That's what am I talking about? That's more dangerous.
I figure you'd be more of a Winnebago type.
Easier to caress a Vespa. Kind of pick it up when you get into the heat of the moment. Look, on a car though. You got to think about this. Every time that dude washes that car, that must be the greatest foreplay in the world for him, man.
I don't even want to think about it.
Can't you imagine that dude naked?
No. No, I can't. No, I can't imagine that. No. No. Can you imagine it? What's wrong with you?
Man, I don't know. All right. Speaking of the members, I'm going to leave that shit alone. Having sex with cars.
Yeah,
I mean, people like to have...
Make what you want out of that.
Damn, man. It makes you think, what other objects of people... I mean, we're talking about furries. You remember a few weeks ago?
Yeah.
It just goes to show you, like, right when you think you hit something,
there's
somebody out there who got you. They outdid you.
Yeah. Well, hearing this, I mean, God knows what's going to be happening next. There's going to be guys screwing mailboxes for all I know next week. He's gonna be holding on to that little red little flag that you put up to let the mailman know you need to get something. He's gonna be putting something in your box for you. Special delivery. Speed of delivery.
Man, because furries, at least they're having sex with each other. Yeah. I mean, except for the people who do it with horses.
Right, yeah.
And to be honest with you, man, I'd rather somebody have sex with a car instead of going out and abusing some animal.
That just doesn't know what the fuck is going on to begin with.
Unless you fucking Herbie the love bug and Herbie's like crying out for help. Help me,
leave the animals alone. They just want to eat and shit, all right? Just leave them alone.
They want to eat your shit.
They got enough problems, yeah.
Yeah, animals want to do it. Well, a dog will do anything. You know, you see a dog, but that's a dog. Dog ain't got no sense. Yeah. People don't abuse animals like that. Go have sex with a car, a bicycle. Come on, have sex with your couch. Leave animals alone.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's move on to this thing about man. These members. Yeah. The artwork is getting amazing.
Oh yeah, it's.
Did you see the Fantastic Four?
I just saw that today. Yeah, and I was like, wow. I thought it was hilarious.
Who did that? Travis Pickle.
Yeah.
He did that?
Yeah, he did it. Yeah.
That guy is amazing.
He is. Because I was looking and I was like wondering, wow, this looks so good that I was like, is this Photoshop? But no.
Yeah. I'm putting the pictures up. You'll be able to see them. I thought like he took a picture of the Fantastic Four and put our faces over.
That's what I thought, yeah.
But apparly
he drew that whole goddamn thing, yeah.
That guy is fucking amazing, man.
Right.
And Jagar,
a
Mexicano. There's another guy from
I can't forget Predator. He draws his shit and it's awesome, yeah.
Even Red Troll has contributed some work, and and there's another guy. I don't know if he's on the site all that much anymore, but there was a guy from I think Puerto Rico. He was asking me to work sometime, and I was like, all these people I would hire, man, in a minute if I could.
Remember that guy who did I'm forgetting his name. The guy who did the picture of us where it was me as a huge robot and you guys were like in jumpsuits.
Yeah, what happened to that guy?
I don't know what happened to him. I'm trying to remember his damn name now.
Somebody's going to put that picture up too.
Yeah, I have it. I think I have it on my picture section.
Yeah,
I'm forgetting his name. I'm drawing.
You got to give me that picture, man, because I'm going to put all these up. And I don't know. Maybe I'll make a blog post and say go here or something. I don't know.
I've been trying to put. I used to put them up in the early days. I used to put them up on my page, but things are getting so busy. But I've been telling myself to round up all those pictures and do the same. Yeah. So, but yeah. Damn, I'm still trying to figure out that guy's name.
Yeah, it's out there, and
Right.
I wish I could remember his name. If you
what is it? Spicy Donut? Is it or?
Oh no, Spicy Donut is still around. In fact, he called. Yeah, he lives here in Austin. He called me, but that wasn't him.
Okay, that wasn't him.
If it was him, I'm sorry.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, that was a great picture, man. Just wanted to commend you guys.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent out there, and hey, we're definitely taking notice. Hopefully somebody will get some work. You know, who knows? You never know who's looking at the site. So
hopefully you'll get work from somebody. Or if we get profitable enough, I'd like to hire.
Yeah, if we're making some money, who knows? Who knows what could happen?
Yeah, keep
no
it
promises,
coming.
but
you never know. But did you see that picture that Jagar put up on Cold Ones?
Which one?
It's all of us. Well, not all of us. It's me, you, and Carlisle laying on the floor, and he.
I'm scared of this already.
Do
I want to know? Do I want to know where this is headed?
And there's a car that's very soiled out there next to. No, it's in this picture we're all like kind of laying on the floor like I don't know. It looks like we just got through smoking out or something.
Oh, really?
But you can tell that the guy, Leon said, what's amazing about this is that he's a guy that listens to, like, you can tell he's a big fan because he put details in there that you can only know if you've listened to like all these shows. Listen. Like he put, I'm on the floor, you're on the floor. He put like for Carlisle, he put like the communist Lion King flag. There's Negro face cookies on the floor.
Really?
I'm lying there with panties on my head.
I want to say I think I saw that. I think I saw it real quick one day. I was flying through the website.
It's on here.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out.
People will see it on here when I post this podcast. People will see it.
Awesome.
It's pretty amazing, man. I'm taking all of these pictures as I see them and putting them in a folder and saving them because when we finally get past this hump that we're at right now, I gotta let people know if it seems like I haven't responded to people or if it seems like just things have been kind of slow, which they haven't. I've been busy, but. There's been a day or two, it's because we're facing a sort of not a hurdle, but we're about to enter another phase, hopefully, and I'm going to take all these. We're going to have. I mean, it's gotten to the point now where we need an artist forum or fan art.
We do where people can at least put up pictures themselves, and it's a. I don't even know how we're going to put this together, but
I don't either. But it's something that I've asked for because I knew this was going to happen.
Right.
And I've asked for it for a long time.
People send me so much stuff. I mean, I feel bad because there's times when I'll see it, I'll remind myself to go back, save it, put it in my photo section, and then I come back like 2 days later, and I got like 3 more pages of comments where I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta start digging now, you know?
Yeah.
And there's stuff that blew me away, where I tell myself I need to go on my page and just spend a day like digging through those comments because I don't delete anything. So they're there somewhere, but they're buried under a lot of stuff.
I know, man. I don't delete anything I have, and I mean, every day is like over 20 messages, or emails, or something. Again, I'm just like, and I was over 20. I mean, I'm saying that's the minimum. Sometimes I get, and it's like, wow, man. I don't know. And see, I want to tell people something because I know that people think I'm either ignoring them or hitting on them, or I'm just trying to act like I'm better than thou. Because there's a few people, not everybody I do this with. There's a few people who will constantly message me, they found me or something, and I will talk to them. And it gets to a point where I say, if I feel like you're safe and I feel like I can trust you, you're cool, and you're cool, now I say, you know something, I can't type that much anymore because I'm constantly working. I'm drawing. Right. So it looks like to the girls, it looks like, hey, baby, what's your number? You know, okay, Skype me so I can talk to you. And it's not like that. There's guys who like want to talk, and I'm just like, I'm already talking to somebody, or hit me up and let's talk. Let's talk right now because I'm drawing. I can't type and use my hands to draw at the same time. So. And they're like, what the fuck? I don't want to talk to you.
I understand. I mean, well, hell, I usually talk to Predator a lot. I haven't had time to talk to him, and he's the one guy like I love talking to, but I've been so busy, and I constantly tell him, hey, man, I'm going to talk to you tomorrow, and I get caught up in just life and everything else and doing this site that it sucks because I'm like, there's a lot of people I want to talk to. I want to talk to Nick, Predator, and a few other people, and you just every time you try to set aside time, something always comes into play to where, it just all of a sudden it's like, shit, I can't hang out. And by the time you do, it's 2, 3 in the morning. And you're like,
and you can't
maybe I'll just say hello.
Yeah.
But you're like, maybe that'll be a bad idea because I will be up for an hour talking to this person.
No, and you can't, sometimes you can't do it. I tell you who surprisingly, who I talk to on a consistent basis? A lot of these Brits, man.
Oh, no, yeah. I mean, they, and the thing
There's one that I talk to every day. I'm sorry, yeah.
Right, and the thing is that, No, talking to them, I mean, you can lose track of time. I mean,
because Brits talk too fucking much. That's what it comes down to.
You realize the last time I talked to those guys, the same guys we're talking about. Well, I mean, I'll say Nick. I mean, I was on it. It's like 3 hours flew by because it's good. It's fun talking to those guys. You realize how fast time goes by when you're just shooting the shit and hanging out. And same thing with Predator. I could be what would seem like a 30-minute conversation. You realize I've been on this goddamn thing for 3 hours.
Well, see,
and
that's
it's already
the thing.
5 in the morning, and I gotta do shit tomorrow.
Yeah, it's like I'm talking to Nick, Captain Chance, Stewart, who's an edit monster on the side. I mean, sometimes I try to talk to Hex when I can, but I can
Hex, I'm sorry, Hex. I've been telling him I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to talk to you tomorrow. And
it just doesn't come through.
It sucks.
I mean, because they're like 6 hours ahead of us.
Right.
But see, the thing about Brits is that they don't mind talking. Brits love to hear themselves fucking talk, man.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, because they want to Skype. They want to Skype. They don't want to type and Skype. They want to talk.
Yeah.
Over here in America, everybody loves. They got a fascination with keyboards.
Yeah.
America, everybody just wants to fucking type.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
I'm not one of those people.
Yeah, how many people have you want to have a
robot.
conversation with and they just want to text?
No.
And they want to text the whole conversation. I've had to tell people like, you're making my bills go up. All right, fucking call me.
Yeah.
All this hi, hello, how you doing? You can do that with a conversation. Look,
Right.
you don't have to stay on the phone that long. I don't even want to talk to your ass that long.
Sounds like you need to get a better plan, Corey, but yeah.
Fucking iPhone, man. Everything's great about that shit except they want to fucking charge you for a certain number of texts.
Oh, see, that's retarded.
Yeah, it is retarded. And then they want to charge you more to get unlimited.
Right.
Like,
Well, you just need to tell them, hey, look, I'm paying for these texts. I mean, hell, I've had to tell somebody, look, this isn't cheap. I can't text all the time, but I don't know. It depends. Some people are cool. Other people, I guess it depends on who it is. If it's a girl, I have no problem texting somebody, unless I know there's going to be a reward after. No,
then you got it. It's like whatever it takes. Shit.
I'll do whatever you want me to do, baby.
Yeah, what the hell you gonna do?
But no, it is crazy, and people's bills are different. So somebody who's constantly texting you, they probably got a great plan where they pay like $20 a month, unlimited text. Or people who don't do that, you realize you get your bill, it's like a fucking $600 bill. You're like,
oh yeah,
what the hell? And you get mad at the person who's been texting you. You're like, God damn it!
No, man, I'm the same way. I'm like, people just really. People, if you do me a favor, if you just want to sit up here and you got somebody you're talking to, maybe if the person who you're talking to is like that, maybe because you get two people love texting each other. I saw two people sitting next to each other texting each other. They look at each other, say anything. They just texting each other.
Yeah, that's sad.
Hey man, this is cool, isn't it? Yeah, man. Yeah, this subway sure is dirty. Yeah, I wish somebody pick. Just texting each other back and forth. Like fucking talk to you, sitting next to each other. People love to. Text
I hate that. Let me go on record. I fucking hate that. That is the most retarded thing. I mean, I don't understand. If that's where the world is heading, to where they'd rather look at their phone than actually
look somebody in the eye,
than have actual human contact anymore. For crying out loud, I saw something on TV where it was like people in it looked like a gymnasium. It was a convention full of people on their laptops, and what were they doing? They were chatting or chatting people who were in that very same building. Chatting each other.
Now, see,
they're just staring in a computer.
But people were in a room together.
I swear to God, I don't know if it was some kind of human experiment or what, but it was just a big ad. It was like a text, or an iChat party, and people were in the same building, chatting each other. I mean, just chatting each other, and those people who were chatting amongst each other were all in the same building. Where I was just like,
"That's fucking crazy."
This is like fucking 1984 or something. I don't know.
That's insane.
This is something out of a science fiction book. This is not happening.
Yeah, no.
And people were enjoying it. People were having a blast. Nothing but big smiles, looking at the goddamn monitor.
Yeah, see, now that's crazy to me. It must have been. It was Japanese.
No.
Okay.
Sadly, it was American.
All right, because Japanese do some crazy shit, Somebody told me, I'm going to jump back on this text thing, but somebody recently told me, I don't know if this is true or not.
Right.
And I hate to, oh my God, people, okay. I'll apologize ahead of time, all right? We're coming back to penis. But somebody told me that in Japan, they had this big festival where they try to talk about to boost people's fertility and
they praise the penis.
There's a big giant penis.
There's a parade.
Going
There's
through
a
the
penis
city.
parade. Yeah.
Like instead of Godzilla, it's a penis going through the city, and everybody's kids, everything out there praising the penis.
Right.
and then they throw. And somebody told me they throw coins at the penis, and it lands on the tip, and it's silver. So of course, at the tip, it looks like you know what I'm saying. So it's like the fucking Japanese. Okay, it's a cultural thing. I'm not one to look down, but you do that in America. You know what? If you did that in America, you know how monster movies where they bring the military out and they start shooting missiles and shit. The moment there's a giant penis going down the street, the National Guard is going to be out there with machine guns and missiles and everything shooting that shit.
It's going to look like a goddamn zombie attack. And the military are all out, full force. Yeah.
You thought fucking Cloverfield was crazy. Wait till you get a penis going through the city. That's what
you're going to see whatever float is driving around with that huge penis. That thing is going to be hauling ass down the street. Kid's going to be looking up from like the third floor building. And it ain't going to look right.
You're screaming.
The penis attacking everyone. It's like, oh my God. People are going to be running around like little sperms. I mean, it's going to be insane. Wow, that's what they need at the Thanksgiving parade in New York. A giant floating penis right next to Charlie Brown's mouth.
Good grief, y'all! You blockhead! You cock blocker!
Like he's a cockhead now.
But man, real quick. Look, for texting.
Yes, texting. Yeah.
Look, the only time you need to text somebody, because I have exceptions. When you want to meet somebody somewhere, you don't have time to get in a big conversation.
Right.
Even better if you have to give someone directions. If you met a girl or a guy and you don't know each other that well, but you're kind of flirting, and because I've done this, you text somebody until you get used to them, and then you start talking, and it leads to conversation.
Right.
You can do it then. If a giant penis is attacking the city, you need to text somebody. Say, get the hell out of here.
Yeah, run.
The giant penis coming.
Board up the window.
I can't reach you in time, but go ahead and do this shit.
This thing is erect.
Then feel free to do that. Anything you got to do to warn people. Outside of that, people, don't. This whole thing with being fascinated, because there's an addiction to using your fingers to type shit. Get over that shit, all right?
Yeah.
People ain't got time to do that shit all the time.
No, it's funny because I know like the whole flip phone thing. It didn't catch on for a while, but I have a buddy. He goes to Japan every summer, and his wife is Japanese, so he has like nieces and nephews. And they have the flip phones where it's like the keyboard. And he says, dude, watching those kids on the texting, they do that shit so quick. You know, you see people like doing the little number thing. These kids are like boom, 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 boom. You know, their lightning fast thumbs are insane as far as how much texting. He tells me that he's blown away. And they've been doing it for so long over there. It's just a thing to do. It's like it's no different than just using your keyboard. It's very accepted, very normal, but they're super efficient, super fast.
And they're using their thumbs.
Yeah, they're using their thumbs.
Because I read there was somebody, I don't know if it was a study or if it was just someone listing a list of observations that they saw with this new culture of people using their thumbs to type messages. But they say like a lot of your younger people who have grown up doing this, now they're doing things to where like they're using their thumbs where we would have used fingers to do things. Like, you know how you point to something?
Right.
They say kids are now kind of using their thumbs to do
that.
Oh,
really?
Yeah. Now, I don't know how true that is, but this is what someone was saying. And
I could believe it.
Yeah, they were saying there were some other things that people were doing with their thumbs. I mean, people are just getting so used to it now.
It's going to look weird when you're going to see somebody typing on their keyboard with their thumbs. And that's it. It's like,
you know what's going to happen.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
We're going
whatever works.
Human beings are going to evolve to have nothing but thumbs instead of fingers. Like every digit is going to be a thumb.
That is going to be terrifying. That's when we're going to have to start the mutant war with the thumbsters. We're going to have to destroy them. It's not right.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to have a real thumb war. But no, man. So what else is going on here, man? We tonight, Obama came out, man.
Yeah. Now, was this a planned speech, or did he just come out and say, "Hey, look, everybody, it's crazy"?
It's a State of Union address.
I had no idea.
And he tells people what the plan is. When we're spending $1 trillion to get this economy back on track,
right?
And I mean, it's being used for a lot of things. I mean, it's being used for one thing, for tax breaks for people, to help out with education.
Did he talk about the stimulus going into effect as far as? Did it get approved as far as, I guess everyone will be seeing a little bit more, bit more money on their paycheck?
Well, I caught this late. Like I said, I think this is going to programs. Now, people, feel free to because I'm talking about the speech tonight. Yes, feel free to correct me on anything here because I caught the tail end and a little bit on the radio. I was listening to it on the radio when I was driving, and I came back in and started working. And I forgot, like, oh, I already need to cut this on and listen to it. Right. So yeah, like I said, some of this is used to bail out the banks, which is crazy because not crazy, but a lot of people are thinking you giving money to the banks. What the fuck, because
that means we're really in trouble.
Yeah, well, no, it's meant to like put money into the banks, not bankers,
right?
And not Wall Street for them to go out and buy jets and shit and take expensive trips and get big bonuses. It's meant to like put confidence in banks to lend money out. Yeah, and then he went on to highlight some. I don't want to spend too much time because I know people don't want to hear us talk about politics and economy and shit like that. But one of the things that he did near the end of his speech is that he went and talked about some of the stories that he heard and some of the actions that he thought were noble with people. They had one guy. He's a banker, one of the good bankers. He had a $6 million bonus that he gave to his workers and to other people for them, not for himself. And they cut to that guy. I think his name was Leonard Albest. Something. And they cut to that guy, and people were patting him on the back, and he looked like he was drunk, and he had this look on his face like, $6 million. Why the fuck did I give that away? Why did I do that?
Yeah.
And why, it's just not hitting me. I gave $6 million. It might be more, but I think it's $6 million. I might have the number wrong, but I think I heard $6 million.
Okay.
And I'm looking at that, and I was like, something as noble as I want to think I am. If I got a $500,000 bonus, you fuckers would not see me again. I'd be gone. I'd be like, "Where the fuck's Corey? We need to record. Let's do this." And I was I'm in.
I'll be fine. Rica don't worry. I'll be fine. God knows I'll take a bit of it. I know your account numbers are. Yeah.
There's Republican criticism for it.
Right. Of course.
I'm all for government keeping each other in check. This is the time where people need to like really kind of. I don't want this to go back and forth the whole time, but at least governments are trying to work with each other.
Right.
And so it's good to have this. This is where bipartisanship comes in, and it's like it's working. Everybody's kind of checking each other.
Well, I'm glad to know that at least I did end up reading once a headline actually where Obama was asking why does like apparently I hope I get the story straight, but apparently they're looking into getting new helicopters. And apparently it cost so much. Obama was questioning why is the helicopter that I'm using, why is it costing so much? I can't remember what the official name of the helicopter is. It's like Air Force One. It's the helicopter that you see that picks up the president.
No, okay. So he wants to know why government.
He wants to know why they're spending so much on that helicopter.
Well, some of the budget that's been spent on the war, from the sound of it, is like almost criminal because we have. I mean, no, look, a lot of money's been spent and some of it's gone unaccounted for, and it's like, no, we're not just going to stop the Iraq war. The budget's going to be tight, and we're going to keep a look on what's happening here. Keep an eye on how this money is being spent. And listen, my point is that I don't want to get into heavy politics. I will say this: everybody who's arguing about not wanting more government, like I don't want heavy government, but these motherfuckers who got away with all this shit, all these bankers and investment scandals and. I mean, that's why you got someone like Bernie Madoff going off and making all people's money. I mean, it's like it's because nobody kept them in check.
No, and thank God now that I don't know if it is only because that we have Barack as a president now to where people are finally having the guts to call out these people, even though there's not much you can do. Obviously, there's nothing they can do because people are obviously protected because they have money. But at least they're getting called out on and they're being publicly humiliated, which is, that's the first step. I always think, hey, that's the first step. At least pointing the finger and going, you're the reason why this fucking country of ours is going down the toilet because of your fucking greed. And I'm pointing you out. I'm letting the public know exactly who you are and what you're all about. And yeah, there's nothing I can do about it right now, but you know what? You're going to get a lot of fucking hate mail, all right? So, so that's the beginning.
I'm going to prank call you.
Yeah, now we're putting you out. We're exposing you for who you are, and then we'll let the world deal with you.
But you know something? We got somebody who's trying to – we might have somebody who they might shoplift or somebody who might – or you might even have like someone who's out there selling drugs because they need money. and these people are getting caught and given these heavy sentences.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Look,
and they don't even care. There's my biggest like hatred towards these people is their fucking arrogance.
Yeah.
Like they act as if they committed no crime. Like everything they did was legal and just.
But you
and
see
until until somebody berates them like they're in the fucking 5th grade, which is I love watching. I mean, it still shocks me that the arrogance that these people built up in their heads because of their power and their position.
Yeah.
That they think that this is okay, you know. But like I said, not that they're doing much as far as like pointing the finger, but at least it's a first step. So I'm happy to hear that, because I tell you what, during the Bush administration, you never heard any of that kind of shit go on. It was always it wasn't even in the news.
Well, the reason why, because a lot of this is because Bush, the administration. Like, I ain't gonna blame Bush because that was an ignorant motherfucker. There's people behind him, all right. I mean, they didn't want to regulate these people. They let these people kind of do their own thing, and now this is what we got. And we have the age of greed now, where it's like taking a toll on. And the point I was gonna make before is like, you got somebody who's out there. They might be selling drugs. Now that's a really great issue. I'm not one of these people who comes out and says all drug dealers are evil and all people who use drugs up and down.
No, everybody has their own story.
Yeah, but you know what? They were selling these drugs and money was spent and it was being put into the economy. All right, you know.
Right.
But these people get caught. They get these heavy sentences. They go to jail for long periods of time, and you get people who have money or wealthy, people who have $500 billion scandals like Bernie Madoff, and then they find a loophole to get these people off.
Oh yeah.
I don't
you
know.
have money, you do whatever you want.
And they just, it goes to show you, man. I mean, if you got money, a lot of I will say this, and I mean it. And a lot of people will say I'm evil for this, but if you were somebody who probably knew that this would ruin this country, and your greed led you to like live a life of opulence. You didn't give a shit about anybody but yourself, and you knew that because you had money, you were above the law. I hope you fucking die. I hope somebody kills you. I hope somebody stabs you in the neck with a fucking dull pin.
Right.
Because I mean, you know, it's just that's somebody who knows what they're getting into. They're not trying to get by. They're not. No, I mean, that's just as evil as somebody who's out there who wants to kill someone else.
Right.
Do you know how many people you're hurting? I mean, you're hurting the fucking country, man. You don't give a shit.
Right.
You know,
Well,
you don't give a fuck about poor people not eating.
People are going to have their up and coming. So, I mean, honestly, I believe in karma, and I believe in all that shit. It's going to come back at you tenfold regardless. Because, somebody you're screwing over is going to get to you. And they're going to let you know. I mean, plus, I'm sure that a good majority of these people, I'm sure their conscience is killing them. I mean, because
I hope
of this
so.
fact.
I mean, really, I mean, maybe you didn't know. Maybe you were living a life, you got caught up. I mean, I don't want to be that cruel. Okay, maybe going as far as saying I hope you die. I mean, if you really, really didn't give a shit, you have no human compassion at all.
Right.
I really do hope you get hit by a truck.
Right.
But if, but look, you got caught up in the moment. You start living a heavy life. I mean, it can happen to anybody. I'm not rich. If I got a lot of money, who knows how it would affect me?
You never know until you have that money.
I like to think I'm old enough now to where I've lived a poor life. Yeah. I've lived a life where I've gotten by. I think I'm appreciative of what I have, and I'm more compassionate towards people. Yeah. So who knows, man? I just hope that at least you have some sort of a better conscience now, and you have some sort of regret.
Right.
I mean, but
the thing is, with time, these people eventually will pay a price in some way or another. Either it be mentally or physically, or just in their pockets. I mean, you never know. People know you have money; they'll come after you. They'll find all kinds of little things, legal things to say. Hey, well, you know what? Apparently, you did this, so you're gonna owe somebody money. I mean, it's the party is gonna have to end at some point.
Yeah, exactly.
And the party will always have to end. Period.
And at the end of the night,
that door's gonna be shut. Yeah, you're gonna be out in the cold.
Night, you feel like shit.
Yeah.
So,
you're going to have that hangover, and, you're going to get fucked.
Maybe hoping somebody that dies bad, but I hope a car with huge balls rapes you, finds you and rapes you.
See, now I'd rather have that. I'd rather have that person have balls in the face than actually. No. Why put them out of their misery? They've already lived a life. Why give them a good send-off like that?
Yeah,
let them hang around, let them suffer a bit.
Get a big pink car, a Mary Kay Avon car with a big hairy nutsack on the back of the bumper. Do you good. Have your ass about whoop whoop. Oh man, boy. Yeah, like I said, man. British like to talk. How'd I come back?
Yeah.
British be talking.
Yeah. I like talking to those guys. They're a good group of guys.
No, they are. They're a great group of guys. Talking to Mitch, man. Nick, what the fuck am I talking about? Nick? Bitch, Nick. Talking to Nick, man. Nick's a cool guy. The reason why I've been talking to them so much is because, and I want everybody to know, I don't take this as gospel. Like when, like Dr. J. Okay,
nothing is set in stone.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Dr. I'm gonna shout out to Dr. J right now because people. I'm not. For a while, people wanted to start these spill parties, right?
Right.
And we did one. Nick did the one in London. That was him. He said, "I want to throw this." And he did an outstanding job at that. Now, Dr. J talking about, I want to have a New York party. I'm like, Dr. J, if you do this, now you do it.
Yeah.
Dr. J is cool. I like him. He's one of my favorites on the site. I say it about 100 people, but he is somebody I look fondly upon.
You know his name?
Yeah, I know his name.
Yeah.
But that fool started this New York spill party thing. I got people asking me, so when's the New York spill party going to be? What's it going to be about? And I'm like, I didn't start that shit, and the guy that did it dropped the ball on it. And I'm not gonna say he dropped the ball, but I ain't heard shit about it.
Right. Okay.
And he's talking about, I want to plan it for April. April's coming up. I ain't heard shit.
Yeah. Hey, what can you do? Well, I do know one thing. A special person on the site asked me about the barbecue. Do you remember us talking about a summer barbecue?
You know what?
A spill party?
Yes.
Summer barbecue?
And Renegade's going to want me to talk about this. Okay. First of all, I told Renegade, and he knows this. We are planning on, I don't even know if it's going to be a barbecue because I got to work logistics of it out.
Right.
Now, depending on what's going to happen in the next few weeks, I don't even know if we're going to be able to do a spill party. I got to clear this and see what the circumstances are and everything. But it's still in there. It's still being planned.
Do you have any idea as far as the date?
Yes, I do. I don't have an idea of the
month.
Date. Well, I don't have that's what I'm going to ask people.
I was thinking about August, but
look. A lot of people have said July, and a lot of people said August, and it's the college people that are saying that kind of dictating that.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, look, August is what I'm leaning towards. I don't give a fuck. In college, I had those. I almost had like 3 weeks to a month off.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
So all these people telling me I don't have time in August. No. That's your college's fault because I had a good time off. All right.
Right.
And the reason why I don't want to lean towards July, look, in July there's conventions, there's vacations,
movies,
there's concerts going on.
Yeah.
I mean, and I like to go out and do things, summertime stuff. I might want to go to a concert.
We like to do stuff too, people.
Yeah, exactly. What the fuck are you talking about? Get the fuck off me.
Get off my nuts.
Get off my back.
Get off my steel nuts.
Get off my bumper balls. But I'm leaning towards August. I think. Yeah.
Cool.
So
I'd be down for that.
Yeah.
I'm down.
And I want to do a barbecue because a lot of kids want to come
out
to the party.
Right.
And I want the kids to come out with their families. And I feel a little self-conscious about bringing these kids into a bar atmosphere.
Yeah, right.
If you're like 15, 16, and you got to bring your parents out with you, I would like an outdoor event to do that.
And the thing is, you can do both with an outdoor event. People can hang out wherever they are. It's not strictly a bar atmosphere. You can hang out.
You can drink there. People can play games. People can
you can do all kinds of stuff. Outdoor barbecue.
I would like to find a place where there's a clubhouse. There's both an outdoor and an indoor. Because look, if you put it out in the middle of a park, what if it rains that day?
Right.
You kind of
shit out of luck.
Yeah. You're asked out, man, because you don't know what you're going to do. So I was thinking about having it in a clubhouse.
Or we can do a big tent.
Man, that tent, what if it's a thunderstorm? That tent blows across the field or something.
Ain't my problem.
Hey, where we going to get this big tent from? Walmart?
You can make one with trash bags and some sticks. Come on, Corey, be a man. It's a great outdoors.
Yeah, we go to the grocery store and get a whole bunch of plastic bags. And then when that shit goes blowing across the freeway, we're like, well, we thought it was going to hold on. You see a fucking big-ass ball of plastic going.
Trash bag covers up a semi window. Semi truck comes. Oh, God, the tanker. Oh, no. Whoosh.
Kaboom.
Yeah, kablooey. We're all barbecue. Half of Spilled members became barbecue.
But man, I don't know. I'm thinking August, and I'm thinking having it in Zilker Park Clubhouse because I think they have a big patio where enough people can hang out and we can have the barbecue and whatnot. I mean, you can't run around and play frisbee and shit like that because it's not that big, but at least it's a little. It adds a little more security to the plans.
Right. We'll work them out. Yeah, we'll iron them out.
Hungry motherfuckers out there coming out. And somebody talking about putting. Somebody said they're gonna put Kent on the barbecue. I said Kent up there trying to cook a fucking brontosaurus burger. You know, this shit gonna be burnt. It just some Kent might be able to cook, but just some. I look at Kent, and I don't think he can barbecue. I just something about. I look at him and just something. I think he can eat some barbecue.
I think you can order it online. But that's
about it. I don't think he can queue though. I don't think he can. And I ain't letting nobody near because that's just a lawsuit waiting to happen. Somebody gonna get out there and get too close to that fucking grill and look like Michael Jackson walking off. Hair gonna be on fire.
And then you'll see him in the people's court going, "Spill did it." They made me barbecue.
I know. I'd be just my luck. Get Judge Mathis. Now, did you know these people have barbecuing experience? No, we just let them on the cake closed. Get out. Get out my face.
Don't be making me no barbecue.
And give me a wing.
Burn down my courthouse.
I'll come in there bringing barbecue for evidence. What the fuck is this, Judge Mathis? What the fuck? You bringing me a rib?
Yeah.
One rib. I like to.
Don't get started on the rib again, please.
I like to present this rib as evidence, Your Honor. Right. What the fuck does that mean?
Here we have a McRib. Here we have
I ain't even getting close to McRib.
No.
What'd you say? First
now,
we have
one of these.
Exhibit A, the McRib. Yeah. Exhibit B, the spill rib. Your Honor, you arrest my case.
One of these is convenient, and another one is lethal.
Judge be looking at you like
Exhibit A, barbecued Spillman McKent, burned to a cinder.
You know what happened? You go to a small claims court.
Yeah.
If we get sued for this, you know what's gonna happen? We be in jail.
Well, you'll be in jail. I won't show up. It's like my ass is going to Mexico.
You gonna roll to Mexico?
Whole life of sun and cervezas.
It's like, man, how the fuck did you go on there to just for a $200 claim, and all of a sudden you in prison? Yeah. Judge Mathis look at you like, you fucking ill, man. 2 years. For what? A rib? Get them out of my court. Okay. Now, this show has been written with the male anatomy. We talked about penis. Yes. We talked about testicles on cars.
We talked about burnt barbecue.
Burnt barbecue that looked like a burnt penis.
Semi-trucks blowing up. Yes.
Okay. But why are we talking about this? Because it's Happy Tit Day.
Yeah.
It's Mardi Gras.
It's the breast day of my life.
The breastest day of our life.
And we're hanging out here recording bullshit.
Well, I'm thinking, I don't know. You got to get up. What am I talking about? You got to get up. You ain't got shit to do tomorrow. You sitting up there. What you got to do?
I'm a busy man. I'm trying to talk to Predator and I'm trying to talk to Nick.
A little robot.
I'm trying to talk to those Brits before it's their bedtime.
Goddamn robot that look like a Wilson from Castaway. You ain't got shit to do all day. Hang out in the basement all day. Ain't doing nothing.
I like it.
But you know what?
What?
There was a time I did take you. Remember when we go to my sister's place? I pick your little ass up and take you to Mardi Gras with us?
Yes, sir.
Mainly because I didn't have an antenna on my car. You got good reception. But you remember we went to Mardi Gras, man?
Yeah, we slept in the car. I think we what was the first time I went with you? Was it 2000?
Yeah,
we went twice.
Well, okay, we went twice. The first time we went with High, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah, High and then the second time. Now this is one I really want to talk about. Uh-huh. The second time we went with it was you, me,
Joel,
the sound guy we always talk about who lives in New York
Raymond.
now, the one I stay with, and Raymond.
Yes.
And Raymond is straight up comedy, man.
God. Yes, he is. We're gonna make a movie about this kid someday.
Oh man, Raymond. Now Raymond's a good guy. Raymond is cool, but Raymond lived with me for a while. And Raymond was one of those guys that I really am going to write a script about him one day because I had so many incidents with Raymond. Yeah. I shit you not. Now here are the incidents with Raymond that I had that you don't get all this. You don't get this much material out of one roommate.
No.
Maybe 2 or 3 roommates over time, but one guy.
Yeah, Raymond is the retarded version of Benjamin Button and Forrest Gump. He has one of those. He has that kind of life.
He has innocence. Yeah. He just goes through life, and you can't get mad at him. I love Raymond, man. Mm-hmm. It's like as mad as I got at him. Now all this shit happened under a year. I think it was like 6, and within 6 months, Raymond brought a prostitute to the house. Became a male dancer.
Became a male stripper for one night.
For one night.
One night only.
People, we are not lying about this.
Yes.
Because I remember we wanted to go see Raymond dance. Because, look.
Okay, now I heard about this like after the fact. Apparently you and Leon, along with a few girls that we knew.
And Samuel's wife and Jennifer and Quita.
Yeah.
They went to go see, because we all showed up with them.
Right.
And we came up, and the moment we walk up to the
well, we'll start it off as far as when you started noticing Raymond working out.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now this is after a bunch of crazy shit, and Raymond had seen. I would always have talks with Raymond. I would pull him aside and say, Raymond, look, man, I'm talking to you as a friend. You got to straighten up. And I had this talk with him, and it would get angrier.
You were his older brother.
Yeah, I was trying to be his big brother. So it seemed like he was he was coasting for a while as being responsible and a good guy.
Right.
And then he came in one day and he said, I don't have my security job anymore. And he said, but I'll find a way to get you the money. And he was on a roll for a couple of weeks. And I said, all right, man, that's cool. So
was that the time when he became a security guy and he had a loaded gun? He was playing with it.
He was scratching his head with it. No, they wouldn't give that fool. They wouldn't give that fool. Talk about like pepper spray. They wouldn't give him a can of pepper. They wouldn't give him a can of cooking pepper.
They wouldn't give that guy a cap gun.
Yeah, exactly. So so one day I walk in and I come to talk to Raymond, and Raymond's in there, and he's working out and shit. And I was like. Yeah. I said, Raymond, I noticed you getting all toned up and shit, man. I said, this is what I said to him. I was like, damn, man. I said, what you trying to do? You trying to be a male stripper or something? He looked at me, smiled. And I said, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Oh, no.
I said, I was joking, man. I said, are you serious? Like, he said, yeah, man, I got an audition.
Oh, damn.
And that fool, man, sure enough.
That smile, though,
do you remember that smile?
It's slightly retarded, but yeah, it's a smile. You're like, oh shit.
Every time he had that smile, something crazy was going to happen. That smile scared the hell out of me.
Something mischievous was afoot.
And so
buffoonery
that
was
fool,
set in motion.
Man, just said buffoonery was afoot. That fool, I said, Raymond, are you serious? You are going to be a male stripper? And he's like, yeah, I got an audition. I'm going to go in there. And I was like, Raymond, any other time, I would be angry at you. I'd be worried about you, but you got to let me know when this audition is. And he told me, and I told Leon, I told Samuel, and Samuel's I never talked about him. He's a big buddy of mine, big Puerto Rican guy. Yeah. Him and I were thick as thieves at one time. But so we all got together and said, we got to see this shit. So the girls came.
Only because you guys were knowing that this was a catastrophe waiting to happen.
We knew that this was this was going to be a fucking like you said, catastrophe. I'm trying to find another word, but this is a train wreck. Is what I'm trying to say.
Roberto Benigni at his finest. Yeah, this was going to be a Borat moment.
This was a train wreck in a Speedo. Yeah. So he tells us, and we show up, and now we get to the male strip club. Mm-hmm. The guy at the door looks at us. He doesn't look at the girls.
Yeah.
He looks at us and he says, guys, this is not a gay club. And we took offense to it. I was like, and I know it must have sounded bad because I took offense to it. And I was like, my friend is stripping tonight. and then he's like, look, homo. No guys, look, faggot, no guys allowed, all right?
Yeah.
No, he was nice. He's like, look, no guys allowed, all right? It's like, look, man, we have a right to see our friend. Again, some big guy came out from the back, and we're like, thank you, good night. So we went off to after that, we just went to a female strip club. We're like, okay, whatever.
But the girls,
they got in.
Yeah,
we all went to go eat, and they went back.
Okay.
They like, fuck, we got to see this.
We have to see this.
Yeah. And they came back and reported, and they said.
What was the report? Tell the people.
I wish I had seen this. They said that he came out. And God help me if I'm lying. I mean, I don't mean to make this guy look any worse, but they say he had on some Batman underwear.
Really? Okay, now that part I did not know.
And they said some kind of Batman shit or something. And they said that he came out and he was dancing to "Fire It Up." You know that song from the one that was set to the Knight Rider theme from Busta Rhymes.
Yeah.
Fired up, fired up, and he was dancing to that, and they told his ass, you got to go.
Now, this was while he was dancing. Right?
No, I don't know.
Or did he dance
honestly,
and he left?
I think they let him dance. I think he finished. I think some women were actually thought it was cool and they went into it, but they said you got the wrong get up for this or something. So
as soon as they saw his Batman and Robin underoos, they're like, "Oh my god! Not only are you wearing underoos from the worst movie ever, but
yeah, he had George Clooney on his crotch.
Oh my god,
man! So that was one of the many times. The other time I caught Raymond doing something crazy. Notice it came back. We cannot get away from a male thing tonight. No matter how we try to get into Mardi Gras, we're coming back to fucking Raymond stripping.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know.
Because this was leading up to Raymond doing something crazy at Mardi Gras.
Yes.
The other time I caught Raymond, I came in. Now. Raymond, I don't know what he was doing. I've looked at porn on my computer.
Yeah.
I've crashed it like maybe a few times. I'm looking at the hardcore shit, okay? Yes, kids, your Uncle Corey getting off the porn on the internet, all right? Proudly, okay? Fuck you, all right?
Corey is watching ducks, having fun with popsicles.
Exactly, all that shit. I don't care what you think about me. As I got co-host saying now, fuck your thoughts.
Fuck your thoughts.
But, so... as much porn as I've looked at on my computer, especially that computer at the time with some old shit, I never really crashed it. Somehow Raymond was crashing my computer, and I said, "Raymond, are you looking at porn on my computer?" Yeah. And he said, "No." And I said, "Raymond, I look at porn on my computer. I'm not judging you. Are you looking at porn on my computer?" Like, no. I said, "I found a website for an escort service. I look at porn, but I ain't getting no escorts. Okay." Tell me, like, no. I was like, fucking lying. But
No.
He kept crashing that shit. And I was like, this fool is heavy on these escort sites. What is he getting off on these escort sites?
Yeah, what kind of escort sites are crashing your computer?
He had no money to pay his rent. So I don't know what the fuck he was doing. So so one day I come in. This is when I was working at Human Car. I come in the middle of the day. He's not expecting me to come in the middle of the day. I think I just got laid off. So I don't know what, but I came in at a time when he wasn't expecting me. Yeah. I go to my room and I hear like a little kid's voice, like, "Hey, man," and I'm like, so I was like, "What the fuck?" And I said, so I went to his room. I was like, "Oh, he must have a little kid or something." And it was innocent. Yeah, I want to know what's going on in there. So I ain't gonna lie to you. I played like he borrowed my PlayStation at the time, so I went and knocked on the door and I was like, "Raymond, you got the PlayStation? I want to play it, and I just want to see who he had in there." Right? Because even though I thought it was a little kid, I was like, "Ain't nothing that simple with Raymond." No. Sure enough. When the door opened a little bit more, he's like, "Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, wait a minute, hold on, I get it real quick." And he went and grabbed it. And I looked up. There's this girl back near his closet with, she's not naked or anything, but she's got a black tight dress on, fishnets, and she got 2 layers of makeup on her face.
She's looking like a goddamn extra from Sin City.
Yeah, some shit like that. Yeah, except with like the bright colors on her face. I mean, like bright blue on her eyes.
This is a clean hooker, not those hookers from that Medina movie.
Not those hookers from the Medina movie. Not those cracked out nappy head girls. Wearing even those girls in the movie. Like, damn, even their wigs were nasty.
Yeah, those girls were using like mud as blush or something. I don't know what they were doing.
It's like, damn, I know you were nasty, but why'd you fuck that wig up like that? No, not this girl. So I was like, this dude, this is what I think it is. And
you just know it's a hooker from the get-go. As soon as you see her, boom, hooker.
And I came back, and I was like, can I get one more look? I was like, did you get me? Because he gave me everything. But I was like, did you get the control to me? He's like, yeah, Corey, I got the control. I got to go. But that gave me enough time to look up at this girl and get a glance at her one more time. And I was like, because I was thinking, maybe that's a friend of his or something. I was like, when I went back and had a second look, I was like, this motherfucker brought a prostitute in his house. Now, nothing against prostitutes, but I was thinking, where there's a prostitute,
there's trouble.
There's trouble.
Yes.
Sure enough, when I went back to my room to ponder this shit, I get a call. Right. It's a woman. She's like, what the fuck are you doing in there? Uh-oh. Like, bitch, I live here. Who the fuck are you? She's like, you're not supposed to be in there. I'm not supposed to be in my own house. Yeah. Who the fuck are you? And they hung up. Now I get another call. Oh, no, that's what happened. Yeah. Raymond's friend comes over. Apparently he didn't know what was going on. Okay. Raymond's friend comes in, and I get another call.
Into your room?
No. Raymond's friend comes to the door. Okay. He's like, he just says, hey, is Raymond here? And I was like, yeah, Raymond's here, but you ain't going to believe this shit. I was like, come on in, man. He comes in, get another call. She's like, and the call comes to me. Get her the fuck out of there. I'm like, shit. I'm like, who are you? This girl had a woman pimp out in the parking lot, looking out for everything. Right. The girl left. I told Raymond's friend to go, and I was like, Raymond, there's a fucking gated community right here. You bringing a goddamn prostitute in here in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
At noon.
Yeah. Along with that, I'm sure he had to give the gate code, or at least open that shit.
I said, now look, I said, Raymond, look, I have nothing against prostitutes. I have nothing against you getting a prostitute. Yeah. Getting a prostitute here, not only does it make me look bad, not only does it look bad to the people that see this person walking up, not only are you getting a person out in the parking lot, probably scoping the place out. Yeah. Pimps roll people sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
If they find out you might have shit, she could come in here and report everything that we got.
Right.
And they come in, and that's the time I had all this editing equipment.
Yeah,
and
you had tons of shit in there. Yeah.
I'm like, Raymond, are you fucking crazy?
Yes.
yeah. So Raymond was just
if
like,
the stripper incident didn't tell you. Yes, he's crazy.
Fucking mind. Yeah. Motherfucking never had money for rent, but he had money for an escort service.
But you're right. Just thinking about that, it's like Raymond, as long as you've lived here, when that escort comes through, she's walked through Corey Coleman's door. Not Raymond's door.
Yeah, and she's looking at all this shit. Now nobody came here. I'm not even judging her, but you gotta take, because I'm not judgmental towards prostitutes.
Everybody got a simple fact that where there's a prostitute, there is fucking trouble. Yeah.
People do what they got to do to get by. Right. I'm not judgmental on their career. I'm not judgmental on them as a person.
Watch hookers on the point. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, I mean, but just use some intelligence.
Right.
Take that shit to a hotel.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Well, Raymond couldn't afford cable, so he had no opportunity to educate himself about the hookers and hoes.
About hookers, hoes, and johns, yeah.
Yes.
I'll tell you what. Now, here's where I was getting to Mardi Gras with Raymond, because we just mentioned Raymond never had any money to pay rent.
Right.
Never. But let me go ahead and stop this, because we're coming to the hour
halfway
point. Yeah, in the halfway point here. Let me go ahead and stop, and we'll be back after we rent this out.
I'm going to go get a hooker.
Yeah, go get enough time to get a hooker. All right, so back. Hopefully we got straight things to tell you. Nothing against gay people or anything. Nothing at all. I know there's one guy. He sent something in. He had a point. He's like,
who?
Man, it was a member, and I don't know if he's gay or not. I'm assuming he is, and if so, he had a point. He's like, sometimes you make jokes, and I know you are very. I know you're not homophobic. I know you're very pro-gay rights and everything. But he said, sometimes you just make jokes that just make me feel uncomfortable. I was like, man, look, we make jokes about everybody.
Yeah.
I said, I understand where you're coming from, though. Not to dismiss you, but really, I mean, this is that kind of site, man.
Right.
This kind of show or whatever.
All kinds of crap comes out of our mouths.
Yeah.
And, the shows fly by. Before we know it, we say something stupid. We may end up regretting tomorrow, but
I've talked
it happens.
About,
that's how people work. I'm sorry, but
I mean,
no offense to you. It's not directed towards you or the people you represent or whatever. It's just we're just talking. That's all. Don't take any of this to heart. We're a couple of jackasses ourselves. So
it's true, man. It is one of those things where we have unlimited freedom on what we talk about, and I'm surprised we haven't taken it too far. Fortunately, we have common sense, and that's why we've been able to be given as much freedom as we have.
We try our best.
Yeah, we try our best, but really
convince people we have common sense.
So we've been lucky enough to have no restraints on us, and this is why we love doing this kind of thing.
Right.
So no offense to gay people at all when we say anything. Anybody else. The Chinese I don't like too much, but other than that, no. Kidding.
Those goddamn Eskimos, man.
The Eskimos are the ones, man. Them and their fucking
those
igloos.
You got to look out for.
But anyway, all right. So now getting to Raymond and Mardi Gras, because tonight is Mardi Gras.
The Raymond adventure, yes.
Raymond, like we said, Raymond never had money to pay rent.
Nope.
The moment Raymond, it was cursed to be. It was destined to be a cursed relationship with him and I when he was a roommate with me, because right from the beginning there was an omen. The day he moved in and he was supposed to pay rent, he came in and said, "Man, I lost the rent. I can't pay." I said, "So $600 you lost?" And he's like, "Yeah." He said, "I lost all my money." And apparently, I think I was charging him less. I think he had $600 and he was supposed to pay $300. That's what it was. He was being charged $300. He got paid $600. He's like, "Man, I lost $600 today."
Jeez.
I was like, "You lost $600?" He's like, "Yeah, I can't pay rent. I can't eat. I can't do anything."
And you asked him how?
Yeah, and he said it just fell out of my pocket.
$600 just fell out of your pocket.
Some lucky bastard got $600 richer that day because of him. Unless the motherfucker's lying, he's spending on prostitutes.
I mean, honestly, when you lose $600, it's not like losing.
It ain't like losing
$20
$20 or something.
$20. That's $600.
Yeah.
And usually you're too busy looking for it instead of telling the roommate I lost it. Your ass is looking for that shit.
No, he said he looked for it. He did.
Yeah.
He said he tried it, and I believe him because he looked down. Because see,
he
didn't have a checking account or savings account. He didn't have a bank.
He better have looked like his fucking girlfriend broke up with him. Yeah,
he did. No, he looked.
Okay, then he's probably telling the truth.
Yeah, he looked like. He looked like, fuck, man, I lost. He's like, I don't give a fuck about your rent. I lost $600. So he lost his money, man. And so that meant that I let him eat my groceries, all kind of shit, which he started like stealing anyway. Like, talk about coming in one day. Look, man, I remember coming in one day and I had the Swanson's Hungry Man chicken dinner, fried chicken dinner. 3 pieces of fried chicken.
A staple here.
Of course, place. Yeah.
Humble abode. Yeah.
It comes with 3 choice pieces of fried chicken, corn,
yes,
a little thing of mashed potatoes,
and a dessert,
and brownie.
Of course.
You usually find the one with the cran apple treat, and I don't like that. I eat it anyway, but to find the one with the brownie, that's like the McRib. It's like for a limited time or something. I've searched for a long time to get that fucking brownie.
You got the golden ticket.
Exactly.
Of microwave dinners.
I come in one day from work, I'm like, hungry man, can't get down like a hungry man can. You know, I'm like
singing Hungry Man's praises. Yes.
I go to the freezer. I'm like ready to eat. I'm ready to slam.
I'm hungry for a hungry man.
Hungry man. Yeah.
That don't sound right.
I don't. So I put this. I go to the freezer, open it up, and I look. Now the freezer ain't really that big, but I'm desperate. I'm looking under the ice containers. I'm looking under the shit. Maybe I put it in the refrigerator. I was like, what's Hungry Man? What? And I was like,
do all your freezer little buddies come to life like in Pee Wee? Like, hey guys, have you seen my frozen Hungry Man?
Hungry Man?
Sorry, Corey.
We haven't seen anything.
Wait a minute, that son of a bitch Raymond came in here looking, started filling me up.
Well, that's what I thought, man. I thought like, Raymond. Sure enough, I went on. Now, normally, people, this all sounds like this is exaggerated. Right. It is not. I go to the door, and I expect him to like tell me that he's eating, that he did eat it, but it was like earlier that day.
Yeah.
I fucking knock on the door, and he's like, come in. Mm-hmm. I sit you not. He's on the floor eating that fucking dinner. Crumbs all over his hands and lips, ketchup on his fucking fingers. Yeah. And I look at him, I was like, Raymond, is that my Hungry Man fried chicken dinner?
And you walk towards him and you step on that fucking foil on the top. It still has that gravy on it. Oh.
Give me that. I'm looking at the plate and shit, looking at cardboard container. And I said, Raymond, you ate my... He said, yeah. He told me, he said, yeah, Corey, I was hungry, man. Hungry, man. But he did say, I was hungry, man. I didn't have anything to eat. And I was like... And when he puts it that way, it's like, okay, I feel bad for him. Right. He was hungry. He had no money. Couldn't pay rent. I was like, but fuck, I was looking forward to getting that dinner, man. I was like, have you ever you ever been turned down by, well, not you, of course.
No,
I mean, maybe you have.
I don't get turned down by nothing.
Okay, because you ain't got a chance to turn on anything. So you ain't got nothing to turn up. But no, I've been turned down by women and hadn't felt as bad as that. My heart sank.
Damn.
My heart sank. I was like, yeah, because it's disappointment. I mean, he's like, I spent like my ride home thinking about that shit. I had a thought balloon over my head.
Damn, Corey.
I got there and the shit was gone. I'm like,
it was like vagina in a box for you.
Right then and there, it might as well have been. And it's an inconvenience because you got to go, because you don't want to go to the grocery store and just buy one TV dinner. So I had to go buy.
I get variety. Yeah.
You know, it's like going to the store just to buy toilet paper.
Yeah.
Because the guy at the counter is looking at you like, Dan, did you wipe your ass before you came in?
They look at you like, oh man, you poor guy.
Yeah. Did you take a shit and realize you didn't have any toilet paper? And you just pull your pants up and came to the grocery store? What did you use to wipe with? Is there like a dirty washcloth at your house or something? You know,
no, it's a newspaper. All right, I use the funny section. It's not as rough on my ass.
So and even though people know that you have more common sense into like don't leave the house with a dirty ass. She still think I'm buying toilet paper.
Yeah.
They're looking at me like my ass is dirty right now.
Yeah.
So I don't want to look like.
Yeah, here's your can of generic beer. It just says, there's no brand name. It's just a white label, a black lettering beer.
Beer. Yeah. Beer. Yeah. So you don't want. I didn't want to show up. My pride was too big, man. I didn't want to just show up and just buy a hungry man dinner because the guy at the counter looking at you, the girl at the counter looking at you like, damn, you really love this fried chicken, don't you? And you're black too, so you don't want to go and just buy fried chicken.
Yeah.
Like, sir, would you like to go buy a watermelon on sale today?
Damn.
But anyway, Raymond, man, you remember we all went to Mardi Gras?
Of course. How could I forget?
Now, do you
It's
remember?
like yesterday.
Yeah, if you remember, we were all. Now check this out, people. We left. This is what we did for Mardi Gras. We had no plans. We didn't know because my sister used to live in New Orleans.
Right.
So we all said, hey, we have a place to stay whenever we want to go. I used to go to New Orleans to go to Jazz Fest and Mardi Gras for about 5 years straight. Then one day my sister's like, ain't no house no more.
Oh.
You're on your own. And
Right.
we were all like, fuck it. That's not going to stop us.
Yes, right. We'll sleep in the damn car if we have to. Anything to see some breasts.
Anyway, say titties. Like we couldn't get on the internet. We had to drive to see him in person. Couldn't go to the strip club in here. But so we went there. We had no plan. We didn't know what we were going to do. So we left early that morning, went to Mardi Gras. Because it was an 8-hour drive from where we are. Got there at around 6 or something. Went found a parking space.
Yep.
Went down to Bourbon Street.
Right.
And then we had the crazy idea to drive back.
Yeah.
It was like, you know what? We partied with drunk people. I know. I sobered up a little bit, and then we said we're driving back.
Right.
And I had to go to work the next day.
Right.
Now I get all you guys together. How you got drunk? A machine? I don't know.
I did. Yeah.
Joel was drunk. You were.
I remember when we got there how miserable I felt because I had been drinking in the car, which obviously you shouldn't do. But I'm not driving. So as soon as we get there, it's like bright and early. The floats are coming by, and people are throwing all kinds of shit. I get a big old thing of beads like hits me on my fucking head, and I'm hungover already. And it's like early. I'm like, oh my god, not like this.
No, not this way. Not this way.
Yeah, I got people waving, and I'm like, fuck off. I want to go back in the car and sleep.
But yeah, we're gonna plug you into the lighter and everything. But man, we get there. So you fucked up.
Yeah.
Joel is way fucked up.
He is. I blame him. He was the reason why I was messed up.
Yeah, you can't do that when you hang around Joel.
No.
Yeah, Joel will get you fucked up by osmosis.
You know me and Joel's adventures.
Oh,
huh?
I know.
We'll get in that later. But anyway,
yeah,
we were all there. We were ready. We were prepared, and of course there's Raymond, happy as can be.
Man, I'm looking for Raymond. Raymond ain't got no money or anything, so I'm buying him shit. I'm buying him beers and everything.
We're all buying him.
Yeah,
shit.
we're buying him. Everybody's chipping in for the Raymond fund.
Yes.
We're all looking for Raymond. I go to the strip club where he said he was going to go.
Okay, well let me tell you how he got there.
What happened?
Okay, Raymond needed a number one. Raymond had no ID with him, so Raymond was like, "Look, there's a strip club I want to go to, man, but I ain't got no ID." And I was like, "You know what? I got one for you." So don't ask me how, but I managed to get him an ID that looked just like him.
I remember this.
Yes.
It was a random Mexican guy.
Yes, I was right next to Joel, and Joel started laughing his ass off because he looked at the ID, and he's like, dude, you're in. So we give him the ID, and I was like, if it doesn't work, come right back. We're going to be hanging out right here at this place. Come right back. And I mean, run your ass back here so we're not stuck here. But if we don't see you in an hour, then you're on your own. So I give him that fucking ID. He takes off, and of course, we never see or hear from him again. So we said, fuck it. I think right after he left, we were like, fuck it, let's go somewhere else. Yeah, he's hanging out, and then we're all doing our thing, looking at the titties and throwing beads at people's heads, and then obviously it comes time to leave.
Yes.
And we're looking for Raymond. And we were like, all we said to you is he's at some kind of titty bar. We don't know where or where it's located or what. But he's at a titty bar somewhere. So good luck. Good luck, Corey.
Sure enough, though, I tracked him down, man.
Yeah, you did.
I went in that club. This fool, broke-ass Raymond, no money Raymond Mendoza. Mm-hmm. I run in there, and that fool, is sitting there with not one, but two strippers, and he's got and I swear to God, man, he really is sitting there.
Yeah.
And he's got them sitting on his lap.
Yeah.
There he is, John, the basement roommate.
John is, yeah.
Every time we record,
John is no Raymond.
John is no Raymond at all. John came in like a couple of guys after Raymond.
John doesn't believe in bringing hookers to the home. He doesn't believe in eating Corey's Hungry Man. He's a good guy.
I've eaten some of John's food before, and I told John, I said, John, I think I ate your shit. I'm sorry.
How can you think when it's just you and I who live here, Corey?
Yeah, John comes in. John comes in every time we start recording, John's coming in. John's cool. John goes to get his hookers out the house.
I don't know what John does for a living, but I don't want to ask.
God bless John.
he may be an assassin for all we know.
He was wearing all black when he came.
He comes and goes.
But anyway, Raymond sit up there with two strippers on his lap, and he looks straight at me, and he's grinning. He's got the biggest
that retard smile.
Now here's the other thing: they are eating food that he bought for all of them.
That's right.
I mean, there's a bitch that eating chicken wings,
sitting on his lap eating chicken wings. Oh, how sexy!
And I said, Raymond, get your fucking ass up. We are going back to Austin. How the fuck you afforded this? I don't know. Something about he got money from his mother from a card that she gave him. I was like, how come you didn't use that card when we were buying you?
Did he tell you how much he had with him, actually?
No.
He had I want to say he had about $800.
What?
Yeah.
How did you find this out?
Because he told me.
I never knew this.
Unless I was drunk and I dreamed that shit. No. No.
Fucking, I'm like Bill Christian Bell. Fucking ass.
You didn't know that?
No.
Come on. Yeah, I told him, I was like, dude, how much did you end up spending in there? And I think he spent a little well over $600 on that fucking thing.
Motherfucker, man.
Think about it. He had two hookers. God knows. I mean, hookers. I'm sorry. Strippers. Two strippers hanging out on his lap. He's there eating goddamn hamburgers and fries, whatever. That shit ain't cheap.
Not in a strip club, no.
So, yeah, he told me, he's like, co-host, I came prepared. I'm telling you, dude, when we brought him, it was like he was fucking going to Disneyland. I mean, it was his Disneyland.
Man, that fucking asshole. Now, you see, after all this, I felt kind of bad. I think back on everything. I think like, man, because when I first met him, he was really cool, man. And he still is. Don't get me wrong. I love the guy. I do. I really do love the guy like a little brother, man. I really do. But that fucking man, all this time he didn't have money. His fucking parents, his mother came in with his sister.
Yeah.
And after this fucker ate all my food, they sat there and they ate in front of me. Yeah. And I was at the end of the table like, wow, boy, that shit looks good. And they're like, yeah, it is. And they were all just smacking. And I was like, wow, Raymond's mom with Miss Mendoza, is that homemade?
Can't talk to you. I'm eating.
Yeah, like, yeah, it is, Corey. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. And Raymond's like, yeah, it's great, Corey. This is real good. My mom can cook. And I'm like, really? I was like, so y'all brought shit in, bring a lot. And they're like, yeah. No, we did.
Don't worry.
We're going to eat it all, too. And I was like,
we're going to throw away our leftovers. Oh, I'm so full. Yeah. I'll throw that shit away.
And I walked out just fucking, I was angry, man. I was like, this son of a bitch sat here, ate my food for all this. I'm fucking hungry, man. He can't give me fucking one tamale.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, you left your home. They had the whole place to themselves.
They took the whole place to themselves, man.
For once, they had a sense of normalcy.
Yeah, they came to my house to live like Norman Rockwell and shit.
Let's pretend this is our castle.
Asshole, man. And out of all that time, when I said, Raymond, how you going to get the money to pay rent? He could have went wherever he got that money from, $800 fucking bucks on strippers. I wish he had paid for hookers then, but he can't pay me fucking $300 for rent.
Corey, a man has his priorities.
That asshole, man. That fucking makes you want to call him up and get paid now for all his back pay.
Well, you know that shit is gone now. Ain't no way.
Well, he did. Okay, quick epilogue, man. He came back to stay for a week.
Right.
And it was kind of like old times, like when he stayed here, but without all the frustration and everything. And I really had it. We sat down. We had a great time talking. It was really cool. And then he took a bus down to near the border to Brownsville or something like that to stay with a cousin he was going to work with.
Yeah.
Leon Now you remember when he was on his MySpace page? He was always
he was
dressed
Blade.
Like Blade.
He was Blade. He wasn't dressed. He wasn't dressed as Blade. He was Blade.
Yeah, he was Blade. Yeah,
he had the glasses, the sword, the whole 9 yards.
He was the
boots.
Mexican Blade.
Yeah.
He
had the serum.
What we call him? We used to call him Raymond, the Mexican Mac Damon, and that was the black Ben Affleck.
No, right? Every time I saw that MySpace page where he was like posing like Blade, I was like,
yeah,
who's this motherfucker? Who's he looking for? He looking for Whistler?
He had the fucking sword and shit, and like all up in the air, and I'm like, yeah, that fucking man. But so he calls Leon, and or he's sending Leon emails, and he's saying, yeah, I'm gonna have this big party, and I want you guys to come. And he kept sending this like a variation of the email over and over again. Leon's probably like, Raymond, you keep telling me about this party, but there's no details. You know, there's not a time, there's not a place.
Right.
What's up with this party? And he sends Leon an email back, and he says, the party will be in the kingdom of heaven when you accept Jesus.
Oh boy!
Yeah. So he's been saved, man, and maybe that's the best for him. You know, I don't know.
Hey, at least somebody's saving his ass.
I want to tell him, like, hey, ask Jesus where my back rent is.
First is Corey, now it's Jesus.
Yeah, even Jesus is gonna be like, look, man, you gotta get on out of here.
Yeah, Raymond, you gotta pay your fucking.
You a good person.
Pay your fucking rent. Before I bring the wrath of God down on your ass. You guys gonna be walking out there on the long road like Moses.
What you say? That fool was dressed like Blade.
Yeah, he's gonna be using that sword as a walking stick. Thank God for them sunglasses. He's gonna need them. Someone's gonna beat on his ass.
Man, that's funny that he told you spent that money. I didn't know he confided in you like that.
Oh, he.
If he knew if he had told me, I would have wrung his fucking neck.
He could trust me.
Yeah, because he didn't owe you shit.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh well, man, that motherfucker. But you know what,
good
man?
Times.
You know what though? If nothing else, hey, I can't really be too hard on the kid because he gave me some good stories.
He gave you plenty of material to work with.
Like I say, I really am going to write a script about that dude one day.
You need
He's
to.
fucking crazy. Oh shit! It's time. Rocking and rolling. Yeah, you know what that means? Rock. Whoa. Rock and roll. Rock.
Email time.
Oh, yeah. All right. Email time. But everybody keeps
Raymond should have used that music while he was fucking stripping.
That was his song. Rock.
I think I would have went over 100 times better. Those Batman underoos of his. I bet you anything that motherfucker probably forgot to take off his socks. He's probably up there fucking dancing around like goddamn Pee Wee Herman.
He's like struggling to get his shirt off and shit.
Wearing two fucking two wrong colored socks.
He probably wouldn't even dance. He probably just got on stage on taking his clothes off, hopping to get out of his jeans and shit, falling in the chairs.
He's wearing a Superman and an Aquaman sock. Damn.
Oh, that fool, boy. Memories like the color of his pants.
Awesome.
All right, let's see what we got here.
Yes. Email time.
Oh man, first one here is from Surfer. I think Surfer got some beef with me.
Oh shit. As long as it's not with me.
I'm sure you in there somewhere.
Saints be praised.
Oh, that's what I was going to talk about earlier. We are planning a Spill Film Festival, but I probably shouldn't even say that because we don't know if that could happen. Okay, you know what? Let me leave that alone. I just had a
pretend you never heard
fart. Yeah. Okay. He says, "Hey, Uncle Corey." Can you imagine Surfer called me Uncle?
Man, don't be. The first thing I tell him is like, don't fucking call me Uncle Corey. That's creepy.
He says, "I know you going to let me speak on the Spill Awards and make a fool of myself for a few minutes, right? Right, Knuckle?"
Is that what he says? Yeah. Oh my god!
Right, Knuckle?
The right bitch.
Yes, I do want to have. Man, I want to do this thing right though, because I want to do a Spill Awards because he organized this, but I want to do it right. I want to have guests from the site come on. I want to plan it correct. Right. I want to do this. I want to come correct.
Okay.
So Surfer, you were the main one that spearheaded this thing. So yes, you will have a chance to speak, and I will cut you off in mid-sentence. All right. This next email comes from. You're never gonna believe this, man.
Ooh.
It is so weird giving a theme tonight. Dick and balls.
Oh, yeah. Can't ever seem to get away from those dick and balls.
Man, I'm not. I know people probably think that I went and found this email just so I can have this joke. No, that was the next one on the list. I'm not lying to you. Dick and balls says, "What are the greatest films that you've seen you don't want to have?
You don't want to have?
You don't want to and haven't seen more than once." I don't know what the fuck that means.
What?
What are the greatest films you've seen that you don't want to and haven't seen more?
Oh, okay, well, sorry. Did he write that with his dick and balls? I don't know.
Yeah, he must have. You know how people typing with their thumbs?
Yeah.
He typed these with his balls.
Yeah. I know I could do this.
Says for me, it's The Crying Game, Saving Private Ryan, and now thanks to Hulu, Requiem for a Dream. Oh, so I guess he's talking about movies that
he's enjoyed, but you can constantly watch them over and over.
No, I think that the movies with the subject matter
is hard,
is so bad, harsh
to watch. Yeah,
you don't. Why didn't you fucking say that?
I don't know.
You know, why can't he just say that? You know.
Yeah.
Listen to this fucking question. What are the movies that you've seen that you don't want to, but you haven't seen more than once? I was like, what the fuck? Just say, what are movies that you've seen that are so harsh in their subject matter that you love them the first time, but you don't want to see them again?
Okay, yeah.
I tell you, man, for some reason, and I have seen it more than once, but Platoon was like that for me.
Oh, really?
Thought it was a great movie, but I didn't want to see it again. It was like there was some harsh shit in
weird.
there. But I would see like the tail end of it on HBO a lot, and I was like, hey, it's not so bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good question though.
Damn.
What about you?
I have a few. I'll just mention two. Schindler's List. That's one. Mm-hmm. I love that movie, but I have no desire really to see it again, only because the subject matter is pretty harsh. But the worst one for me, that's super hard to watch, and I really loved, was Dancer in the Dark, the Bjork movie.
Oh yeah,
that movie.
That's a harsh ending there.
It is hardcore, and I love Bjork, and just at the end of that film, I was just like, God.
Yeah, it's a very depressing ending.
I'm glad I saw this, but part of me wishes that I wish I didn't pick it up. Man Bites Dog, I thought was a really well-made movie, but I can't. Yeah, I saw the uncut version. They had the rape scene. The rape scene and all that. Yeah, that's like, crazy.
Man, I don't even appreciate this shit.
Yeah.
So that's one of what's another? There was this movie. I forgot the name of it. It was directed by. The guy directed Boys in the Hood. John Singleton. Yeah. I forgot the name of the movie. It was based on a town where this woman, a white woman, blamed a fictional black man for raping her because she was sleeping around with the guy, and her husband found out. Yeah. So he's like, "Who have you been with?" And she's like, "I was raped," and she didn't want to tell him, "I've been fucking around." So everybody gathers up. All these people go just on a lynch mob killing spree, killing all these black people in this town. Ving Rhames was in it. Yeah. Don Cheadle was in it. I wish, and somebody can put the name up, but I forgot the name. Wasn't damn from Good Times? From Good Times was in there. The mom from Good Times is in there. Esther Roll. And wow, it's a movie that is harsh in its lynchings. I mean, they show people after they've been burned alive. They show people being hung. They show a lynching scene where they got guys who are hanging and they castrate them while they're alive and cut their ears off. Damn. Not only is it disturbing and grotesque, but it just made me fucking angry.
Hotel Rwanda. That's another movie that makes me angry. I can't watch that. Oh, but this just hit me. Irreversible. Yeah, that is hard fucking core, yeah. And as much as I like the idea of the film and the editing and just the look of the film, the rape scene is incredibly harsh, and the beginning is hard. I mean, it's just it really shows.
It's a good movie, but
people being like at their fucking worst, and it's hard. It's hard to watch again.
Irreversible is a French film. Yeah. Vincent Cassel is in it, and I forgot who. What's her name? The actress. She was in. Monica Bellucci. Yeah. there's a 10-minute rape scene, a violent rape scene of her in 9 minutes,
it's
and then
terrible.
there's one of the great. It's a great effect. And I wonder how they did it, but there's a guy getting his head bashed in with a fire extinguisher.
With the fire, yeah,
it looks real
crazy. Yeah, that shit it's made me sick watching.
Yeah, so we can go on and on, but those are some of the few. And Schindler's List is one. There's some more innocent ones, like Carlisle and I had talked about the animated films that we always mention, Plague Dogs, Watership Down, When the Wind Blows. All those things is hard for me to watch again. So
I can watch Watership Down. I can watch that over and over. I love that.
It just makes me sad, man.
Yeah, it is
so let's go on to the next question.
All right.
Here. Okay, that's not a question. Someone put on here, let's do this, and then they had, hey, what's up? Okay. I'm not going to even say whose name that is. That's
Nothing.
A question. Yeah, all right. This is from Big Man Dan. Whoa. He says, fast and simple. That's what we like. Who should play Jimi Hendrix on the big screen? I think that it should be an unknown who could play an instrument.
Yeah, it should be an unknown.
They said that they were going to get Andre 3000 to play him. Which, hey, he's a musician, but it's Andre 3000.
It is, yeah.
You're looking at Andre 3000.
You know who he is. That's all you're going to think about is it's.
They were talking about getting Lawrence Fishburne a long time ago.
That could have worked.
To play Jimi Hendrix. Now, he can't play it today.
No way, yeah.
But he said.
Back then, that could have worked. When he was really young, like a little after Apocalypse Now. Yeah. He was like a teenager, yeah.
Well, even in like Kings of New York Day and stuff like that. I mean, before we hit like late 90s, I think he could have done it. And because he even said, man, look at me. And back then, he said, look at me. I look like the guy. And I thought about it, I'm like, you know what? Lawrence Fishburne does look like Jimi Hendrix.
He did at one point.
Jimi Hendrix, a lot of people want to come in here and argue with me on this, but no. And no, it is not a black thing. Carlisle tried to say, they're trying to keep the black man down. Like, fuck off. No, it's not. It has nothing to do with him being black. Even though a lot of people want to forget. It's funny. I knew this girl, man. She went to what's going on with this girl? She went to school. She was telling me when she was in high school. She was hanging out with this guy, and the guy was. And why she was hanging out with him, I don't know. But she said that the guy was totally just not really racist, but just kind of prejudiced. You know, he had all kind of just crazy shit to say about people other than white people. Like all racists have a tendency to do sometimes. But he was really harsh sometimes. And she's like, well, you like Jimi Hendrix, and he's like, Jimi Hendrix isn't black. It's funny how when you like somebody, you can just all of a sudden they change in front of you. You know, you want to like somebody like automatically Jimi Hendrix in his mind change colors. He's like,
oh yeah,
maybe he never saw Jimi Hendrix. I don't know how you can miss Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah,
Jimi Hendrix isn't black. I'm like,
it's funny because it reminds me of that racist that is always on Howard Stern, the guy who's part of the goddamn Klan. He was like the head dragon at one point in the Klan. But,
Daniel Carver.
Yeah, Daniel Carver, and it's funny because he speaks to Howard like he's not like Jewish. You know, he treats him like he's not Jewish. He's Robert like she's not black.
Exactly. And he said, when he goes to watch an Eddie Murphy movie, he's like, yeah, he's kind of funny.
Yeah, I know. It's just like, okay, I just separated those people from the bunch because there's something about them that I like, so they're no longer black.
Yeah, can't be black.
I've made that decision right now in my head.
I hereby decree that you are not black. But Jimi Hendrix, no matter what color he is the revolutionary guitar player. He is the cause of every sound that you hear in rock guitar, even a little bit of jazz guitar. It goes back to Jimi Hendrix. He is the pioneer.
There'd be no death metal if it wasn't for Jimi.
Man, seriously, it really. I mean,
no, you're right.
Every genre of electric guitar goes back to Jimi Hendrix. Nobody heard that shit.
Oh no. Well, you could still you throw on a Jimi Hendrix, and he is a fucking one of a kind. There's nobody doing anywhere near close as what he remotely did. I mean, he made that fucking guitar speak. I mean, it's insane. If you haven't heard Jimi, fucking do yourself a favor. And just stick yourself in a room, turn off the lights, and just listen, and it'll floor you. Yeah, no, you're right. I totally agree with you, man. I'm glad you feel the same way. I do. All right, I was about to throw this laptop in. He stinks. He was really an Eskimo, Corey. But you didn't know that. Yeah. I thought that was a perm he had. No, that was an igloo on his head. Come on. Turns out that was a fucking otter that he killed on his head. Okay. This comes from, something you want to tell me, man? What? Because this comes from somebody calls themselves Baby Co-host 3000. Oh, fuck. No. No.
All right. It says,
What
baby
is,
co-host says.
Baby co-host, yes.
Y'all see this picture? Look at that picture right there. Isn't that adorable?
I see, man. He put a comment on there. He's like, "Daddy, do you hate me?" And I was like,
you got all nervous. You sweating oil.
I still have not written him back.
All right. He says, what is your take / opinion on singers in movies? For example, T.I. and ATL, Chris Brown and Stump the Yard, and Justin Timberlake in the movie Alpha Dog. If you read this, thank you. If you didn't, fuck you. Just...
Yeah, sounds like my kid.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, he's yours. Let's see. When are you going to sign into MySpace again? Wow, you know what? It's been a long time.
Do we still have those accounts on there?
I don't know, man.
Because I never looked. You told me that I had one up, and I never looked at it.
I have 2 accounts I haven't looked at in over a year.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you, what do you think about singers in movies?
What do I think about singers in movies?
Yeah, the one like
you know what?
Where were you for this question?
Yeah,
thinking about child support.
I was thinking about the
repercussions of baby co-hosts.
Who the hell was I banging?
The toaster again.
You know what? No, I don't have that big of an issue as long as they can act. I mean, as long as you can act, hey, you convince me that you're playing a character, I'm down. Like, I've always been a huge fan of David Bowie whenever he acts, just because whenever I see him act or play a character, I don't think, oh, that's David Bowie. I mean, I think he's honestly, genuinely playing a character, and he's into it. So if he can do it, yeah, what's stopping anyone else from doing it? I mean singing, you're performing. It's in the same vein. You're acting, but as long as you're being true to the art and you're not trying to just promote yourself by throwing yourself in a fucking movie. I mean, come on, man. I'm cool. It's cool.
This has been. People act like this is something new.
No, it's no.
Eddie Cantor, Judy Garland, who in the Rat Pack didn't sing and act. Frank Sinatra. Have you ever seen The Man with the Golden Arm? I mean, just to name one of some of his greatest performances. The Manchurian Candidate. I mean, Barbara Streisand. I mean, look, Jennifer Hudson recently. And this is nothing new.
No.
I mean, people have been singing and acting together. I mean, actors have been singers and vice versa since movies have come across. I mean, I forgot what's his name, who was in The Jazz Singer. I mean, that was a guy who could sing, and that's one of the first talking movies. What was
it? Gregory
Hines?
Yeah.
I mean, look, we can go on and on, man.
Yeah.
Bob Hope. I mean, all the people did a combination of both. I mean, now...
Hell, even Tom Waits. He was
in Dracula.
He was in Dracula, for crying out loud. Yeah, he was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Did you know Tom Waits and Kool Keith did a song together?
Really?
Dr. Octagon himself. Yeah, they did. The song is not all that.
Sucks. That's too bad.
It's okay, but yeah, they did a song together.
That's cool.
But man, all these people that you mentioned here, actually, I think the weakest one, I'm not even saying this because of his greatest hits, but Chris Brown. But Chris Brown was okay in the movie that I saw him in. But he wasn't great. But T.I. was surprisingly good at ATL.
It's funny you mentioned Chris Brown. Somebody told me today that he was in the OC, I think.
He was?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
Well,
yeah. To put it, look, I forgive me for saying it, but to put it as The Shining said, Larry, who's The Shining, he put on my page in big letters, that nigga's career is over. like he was gonna go for him himself.
Oh my god!
But
Shining gets right to the point.
Yeah,
that's what I like about that guy.
Yeah, he's straightforward.
he don't bullshit.
Everybody's like, let's talk about the career of Chris Brown, and you should have him on a panel. Now, if you look at Chris Brown, he has emotional problems. That nigga's career is over. Hey, we don't need to talk about this. But yeah, T.I., who's a rapper, a lot of people have been having controversies about rappers being in movies, but T.I. was good in ATL. T.I. actually has some charisma, man. Yeah. Justin Timberlake, I think, is a good actor. He's actually funny. In Alpha Dog, he was really good.
Never saw it.
Yeah, so I mean, to sum it up, nothing new. And if they can act, fine.
Yeah. If they can't,
fuck them.
We'll let it be known.
Yeah, exactly. You suck.
Just like Jessica Simpson. You suck.
Yeah, exactly.
Just get naked and shut up.
Yeah, that's somebody that didn't need to act. So. Yeah. A lot of people let her know. So, okay, let's see what we got here. Steven.
Hello, Steven.
Yeah, the most normal name we
I know.
have.
I was about to say. Are you sure he's not one of
Steven,
he's not one of our bosses?
Yeah, Steven's looking like, he says, I found that I tend to offend people with my new sense of criticism I have gained from being at Spill. Join the club, man.
Turn you into a dick too.
And have actually hurt people's feelings because of it. I've noticed that many movies I would have enjoyed had I not been exposed to criticism I now hate. Have you guys noticed this with yourselves at all, and maybe even regret becoming a critic sometimes for that very reason? No, I do not, because
we've become a monster.
Yeah, we've created monsters and come on. No, I do not, because I appreciate the education that I have from watching a lot of movies. A lot of people say it's jaded, but I don't think I'm jaded. I just see a lot of things repeated, and I like having that knowledge.
Right.
I mean, I don't regret anything. Stephen, and I want to hear your opinion on this. I'm just going to say, the thing I do, though, I don't know if Stephen's doing this. I don't go around telling people my opinions like my opinion is law. Is gospel.
Is gospel.
You know, I don't go.
That's annoying. Yeah.
If you go around telling people, if you're spouting off things like that movie sucked, you know, people are having a good time, they're talking, and you're like, man, well, I saw it and it sucked. I mean, people are gonna be like, Mr. fucking Killjoy over here.
Right, exactly. And that's something about your personality that you should work on. You should at least try. I can understand being passionate, but only do it to get a reaction out of people, which is usually what that's for. Yeah, that's not cool, you know.
I've never hurt people's feelings doing this, because I tell people, I mean, I've told people, like, hey, look, I didn't like it, but if you liked it, then if you had some enjoyment out of it, that's you.
Yeah.
Who am I to tell you that
if I can tell somebody's like talking passionately about a movie I just hate and despise, I just keep my mouth shut, you know, and I'll just go, all right, that's cool. But you know, it's like, how important is it to you to try to correct them or change their mind on a fucking movie? You know?
A movie.
Yeah, on a movie, for crying out loud. Yeah, if it were like being a racist or something, then try to convince somebody you know who, you know, says some stupid things every once in a while. Give them a little piece of your mind as far as, hey, dude, that's not so cool when you say that shit. But as far as a movie, who cares? No. You know, as far as what you were saying about, you know, people when they don't like hearing your opinion about certain things and consider that you don't know how to have fun at certain films or whatever. You don't know, like a lot of these popcorn films that have been coming out that, you know, I just don't care about, where people are like, oh man, well, you know, it's just a fun, dumb ride. And I'm like, but you know what? I've seen other fun, dumb rides that are better. That, you know, I've seen enough movies to know that I love films and I'm a fan of films, but just because something looks cool because it was created by a computer or whatever, and there's a lot of explosions, it's like, if I don't get something out of it, I'm not gonna hesitate to tell you, I'm sorry, I just didn't think it was that good. Yeah. And you know, and I can understand people that get so emotional about certain movies, like let's say the Transformers, where, you know, it's like, oh, how can you not like that? That's just a great movie. Or Star Wars, you know, they go, oh, you forgot what it's like to have fun in films. I was like, no, you obviously you're pulling this shit out of your ass right now, because there's no real structure of a story. The characters are weak. I mean,
but see, that's the case where like you have to say, well, look,
I just don't like it. Yeah,
I mean,
but don't attack me.
Yeah, exactly. You liked it, I didn't. I mean, now we get into fun debates when we come out of movies and everything, because that's what we do.
Because this is a media. We have to be entertaining. Yeah.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm really not in this to convince people to go to movies or to not go to movies.
Right.
I get a little bit uncomfortable when people say I don't watch anything until I hear your guys' opinions. I was like, no, go. It's your opinion. You go see what you want to see.
No, you should. Yeah.
If you like Meet the Spartans, what am I going to tell you?
That's my deal. Yeah. I mean, I'm just telling you, hey, look, I didn't like it. So if you have a feeling like, you know, you're in the same shit as I'm into, you may not like it as well. But go fucking see it. Make your own decision, please.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's exactly what it comes down to. Just be careful around people, man. You know, there's no need to like argue with people to the point where you're like attacking them.
If you know you're being a dick, you know you're being a dick. Yeah. I mean, that's a simple fact of it. If people just, you know, people start, you know, just not wanting to be around you because of your opinion, then, you know, maybe you should. Well, it depends on how much you even give a shit too. I mean, if you're turning off people that you like, then yeah, maybe you should stop and think about, you know, hey, you know, maybe I should chill out a bit before you run out of fucking friends.
but yeah,
and you're gonna be alone at your house with your own fucking opinion, watching movies by yourself.
Watching a movie that you love. Yeah. But look, and we're not making a judgment on you, Steve. We don't know
we don't know you.
But
Steve,
we're just saying like if that is what are you doing? Maybe we should ask that. What are you doing to hurt people's feelings? Get back with us on that. Right. That's the only thing I can think of right now.
Right.
Let's see. Do you remember when we had when we were watching the Academy Awards? I make it sound like this was like a year ago. A year ago, day when we it was just like this. 2 days ago?
The song and dance, Wolverine singing. I like to sing her in the moon and in June in the spring. I like to sing her.
Stop! Enough is too much.
He likes to sing her.
Okay, here's somebody, Christoph. He says, I'm a fan of Spiel, but not a member because I'm already on several platforms, and somehow I'm sick of this Web 2.0 thing, at least as a participant. But guess what? He emailed us, and that's what he says. He says, but damn you, after I started this email, I realized, shit.
Don't you have to be a member to send an email?
Yeah, that's what he says. The only way to deliver the message is to be a member. So here we go.
Damn.
You're happy now. And then he's just kind of joking. But he's like, he says, I'm writing this because of the Oscar-winning German live-action film. Now, I'm going to mess it up. Spielzuglan. I think that's how you say it.
Right.
Being from Germany, no Nazi, no nihilist. That's what you say. Yeah, I know you're not a Nazi. You were just taking orders. But he says, what the hell? Mm-hmm. I asked this question. What the fuck is he talking about? Damn, he said, is it really so hard to pronounce my language? Yes.
Yeah.
They fucked it up at the Oscars. You really tried to pronounce it like Spiegel,
That's probably why he's bringing it up. No, because we're not German.
That's what he even says. He says, after seeing the guy at the Oscar fucking it up too, I assume it is. Like, yes, it is. All right?
Yeah, I'll ask you to speak English and see how well it comes out. And if we're laughing, that means you're not doing a very good job.
And so he tries to tell us, okay, so
is he teaching us?
It ain't working, man.
Is he trying to translate his language to us? No, we are not Germans.
And he says, greetings from a black brother in Germany. Damn,
they
finally got
one? He must be studied.
Damn, he must. After Obama won, they must have said, okay, we have a black German now, too.
Send out the chopper to get that motherfucker. You need to put his ass under a microscope. How did this happen?
He's a fucking science project. Yeah, what test tube did they let you out of?
Yes, you like Superman.
Oh, let me see here. I got somebody text messaging me about Mardi Gras.
Tell them about it.
Yeah,
you know how much this shit cost?
Okay, yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. Text messaging me with their balls. But
right.
Okay. But yeah. Well,
sorry.
glad to hear there is one. Then I can go to Germany and breathe easy.
Okay.
They'll get both of us.
Yes. No, but your language is hard.
Fucked up.
It doesn't roll off our tongues too well.
I really admire anybody who can speak German because all I hear is splacking when people talk to me.
I'm a robot. I can't even speak this shit.
All right. Okay, this is you better speak English. Okay, he says this is from Paradox. He says this is for a Coco R. I'm a goat and I drink my own milk.
Nice.
Now you fucked it up. See, is our language really that hard here on Spill? It's a goat and I eat my own milk.
And I eat my own milk.
He says, do you think Ledger would have won an Oscar if he was still alive? It seemed like because The Dark Knight was passed over in the other categories because it is a comic book movie that he might not have. After seeing how it was at the Oscars, that's a good question, man. Mm-hmm. Normally I would have been like, he'd win, but
no, I definitely think he'd win. I mean, I think regardless of his death, the Joker character was just it was mesmerizing, and you got to say, people are dressing up, pretending to be the Joker. They're not dressing up as Heath Ledger. They're dressing up on Halloween. And I'm talking about everyone. I mean, saying Joker lines, quoting that shit right after the movie comes out. There's about 50 goddamn YouTube videos of people doing lines from The Dark Knight. I mean, that's something to be praised. That made an effect on people, and it should be recognized. Yeah, I mean, it'd be silly for it. You don't see half those people dressing up like those other motherfuckers who were nominated on Halloween.
No, you're right. I mean, what can I say? It left a cultural impact.
It did, yeah.
Now, a lot of characters do, and they don't win Academy Awards, so I can't just go by that standard. But I personally think that, people would have been so vocal about him winning, even if he was alive.
Right.
But being dead, I think that that sealed it. Yeah.
It struck a chord in the culture. So yeah, I mean,
and honestly, it's hard to tell, man. I mean, it really is hard to tell. I mean, that left such an impact on people itself, his death, that I don't know if beforehand it would have, because he died right before the movie was released.
Right.
So who knows if he hadn't died? I think that's debatable if he would have got nominated or not. But anyway,
I honestly think he would have gotten it regardless. So.
I think he got it, but I honestly don't know. Okay, this is from Eugene. Eugene left me a long paragraph about Asian actors. I'm not going to read it, but I'll get straight to the point here because I think it's a good question. He says, are there any movies you can think of where the leading man was an Asian American, excluding martial arts movies like Jackie Chan or Jet Li? Well, and if that's the case, then no. Yeah. No. Or do you think that Hollywood has yet to be comfortable with Asian American man being leading man quality? I think in serious roles, they still have yet to think that Asian men can carry a movie. Right. I think they're just not seen. And it's the same way I think that my debate was with black men. I don't think that Jewish or white Hollywood sees anything but the handsome white man as being a complete serious leading man. Now, it's changed a little bit with black people.
Well, you think about the ones who are really getting it, which who are the Mexicans. God knows they're pretty much a good percentage of this country right now. I mean, and they really don't have any real leading guy out there who's I wouldn't say that. No,
who
would you say?
Benjamin Bratt.
But how many fucking movies has that guy?
Andy Garcia.
How many movies have you seen since that guy?
They've been in quite a few.
But they've had like not like leading. There are no Brad Pitts.
Well, who is? I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, nobody's going to get to that level. I think that Latino men have had it probably a better shot at being leading man than anybody else in the Minority Factory, because they even got that whole mystique of the Latin lover.
Yeah, but it's
I mean, they even let Ricky Ricardo marry a white woman on a sitcom, and nobody had a problem with it. Everybody was cool.
But the thing is, the fact is that they still haven't had a role where they're just playing a leading guy, as far as like without the whole culture of being thrown in there, as far as obviously this is a Mexican guy.
Really think so? Because I think Andy Garcia has done that. I think Andy Garcia's been in movies where it's not been paid attention to his race. In fact, I think there are people who are wondering if Andy Garcia they didn't know for a while.
But I mean, how many? I mean, when you say Andy Garcia, all I can think about is The Untouchables, which he had a small role that was like his breakout performance, and The Godfather 3, which
I think he's been in some forgettable movies where he has been a leading man. No. Right. But I mean, as far as Asians go, I don't think anybody like black men have finally broke in. I do think Latino men have a shot. But as far as Asians, I don't think anybody sees. No. You still have the stereotype of being seen as the smart, goofy guy, or you have to be some mystical character like a shogun or a samurai or a karate expert or something, or you have to be funny to be a leading man. Thinking about what's his name in Harold and Kumar. What was his name?
I don't fucking know the guy.
Harold. No. Harold, not the Harold. That's what we'll call him.
But I do say I do as far as that goes. I applaud Edward James Olmos for his run on Battlestar Galactica has been amazing, and honestly, his character is. Yeah, they really don't. That's the funny thing about that show. Is he's Mexican, but he has a son who's white, who's being played by an English actor, but you don't really give a shit. So I applaud those guys for doing that, for not making it an issue. It's a guy just doing his job, and doing a fucking badass job on that show. So.
I think I didn't even think about that. I mean, on television, maybe it's different. I don't know.
Television. Honestly, I think that's just thinking about it right now. I think television is going to be the one opportunity where people of any race, or regardless of race or your sex, I think people are shining more on television as far as taking on roles that Hollywood, the motion pictures, would never give them. because it seems TV is taking more of a bigger leap than films are right now as far as their material and their subject matter and just giving you good solid stories for crying out loud. There's just plenty of TV shows that are far superior than a lot of these movies that have come out in the longest time.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
I think if there's any breakout, I think it'll be done on TV first. And,
that's a good point, man.
So,
that's an excellent point. We'll answer a couple of more here.
right.
Joe Gilligan says, what is your favorite Oscar-winning song? Mine is Can You Feel the Love Tonight from The Lion King, Into the West from Lord of the Rings, and the most recent Sai-Ho from Slumdog. I don't even know enough history of Oscar-winning songs to say that. I will say one of the most impressive events that I saw for an Oscar-winning song is when 3 6 Mafia won for because that song, you never would have thought that'd be an Oscar-winning song years ago. And when they won for Hustle and Flow,
that was out of left field with that song. I was like,
and they were straight up gangsters when they went up on stage.
They did not care.
Straight up Negroes.
They took over that show.
They sounded like it sounded like a surfer when they came up there because you heard of it. I swear I heard what I'm saying. Want to give this to my nigga off the pookie or something like that. They act like they were drunk as hell when they went up there.
They were.
But anyway, you got one?
No.
Okay, yeah. See, that's
I avoid all musical acts during the award show. They should ban that shit if you ask me. I thought that was the biggest weakness out of the Academy Awards this year.
Man, the one
singing and dancing bullshit.
Well, man, that singing and dancing is so cheesy. It gets on my nerves.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, man, the thing that really bothered me from the last Academy Award, and I think about it more and more, was when they brought those people out looking like, I keep saying this, but this is the only one I can think of, looking like the Krypton Council, when they brought all the actors out to like give their 3 cents on the actors who are up for Academy. You remember that shit?
Yeah, the Krypton Council.
Like, come on, man.
Guilty.
Shit. Yeah, guilty.
Guilty.
Academy Awards goes to guilty. Let's see here. Right,
make it a good one.
We'll do a
Corey.
couple of more. Okay, we'll go to somebody who we haven't had before.
All right.
This is from Trenton, and Trenton says, "What do you think about the Inglourious Bastards trailer? Do you think the movie's going to be good? It looks fucking sick, and sick means good on him. The show is cool." Even though you don't care about the Native Americans. Man, who said I care anything about Native Americans?
Damn,
man? Oh, I guess I joked about that one time. No,
racist bastard.
I know. See, you gay people out there,
right.
we look at the Native Americans.
You going about the blacks. We took this country. We stole their home, Corey. We took it over.
Man, that's another thing that makes me upset.
It's a forgotten race.
Listening to like a Native American history, that shit upsets me, man.
How can it not?
Yeah.
But they almost wiped it out of the history books.
No, have much love for the Native Americans. Y'all got some fine ass women too. That long black hair boy.
All right,
okay, all right, here we go. Man, what can I say? The trailer to me looks like it could be cool, but I mean, there's nothing in there that made me say, "Wow."
Really?
I mean, it looks like it. I mean, I'm.
You honestly, okay?
What do you think?
I'll be the first one to say it. I thought it kind of looked silly, so I was like, it almost looked like they were making a comedy. So I felt like I was about to watch a comedy. To be honest, I mean,
I picked up the script again and started reading it. And
is there anything that
and even with the script, it's hard for me to tell. I mean,
looking at the cast, I mean, they have that one kid with the kind of Jew fro from Freaks and Geeks, and I mean, a majority of the soldiers look like a bunch of schlubs. Like, I was like, this is okay. I can't tell. I can't tell anymore if this is going to be like a balls to the wall action film or a straight out comedy. Because looking at these guys who are portraying these super badasses, I didn't get that vibe. I almost thought they were doing like a parody.
Reading the script, it could be a really clever movie, and I haven't got through the whole thing yet. I'll tell you this much: it does have me kind of hooked. I mean, I want to get through it, but at the same time, looking at that trailer and even recognizing the things that they mentioned in the script, I'm like, hey, what can I say, man? I don't know. I really don't know. Like I said,
just watching it. It just made me think. Okay, well, we'll see how that turns out. So especially seeing Eli Roth. I mean, I was like,
Yeah,
I get so annoyed when I'm starting to see directors become actors. I'm like,
well, you kind of feel like Quentin Tarantino became friends with Eli Roth, and that's how he got him in there.
I don't want to see all his fucking friends in a movie. I mean, because it takes me out of the film. I'm sorry.
It becomes like a Rat Pack type thing.
Yeah, and that's fucking annoying. I never watched any of those Ocean 11 films because just looking at those trailers, they just annoy the fuck out of me.
Yeah, it's a bunch of guys with friends hanging out.
I don't want to see friends hanging out. I want to watch a movie. I don't want to think, oh, it's Brad Pitt hanging out with
you
George
motherfuckers went on a vacation, and I got to pay to watch your home
You guys
movies.
are getting laid over there fucking filming some bullshit. Yeah, having a good time gambling, and I'm the jackass fucking purchasing it, watching it.
Yeah.
You know, fucking
I hear you, brother.
Throwing money your fucking
I hear
way.
you.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm right behind you. I hear
Fuck that. Fuck your friends.
Fuck your friends.
Fuck your friends.
All right, we're gonna do a couple more here. Let's see. Corey, where can I buy myself a co-host to buy? Where can I find myself a co-host? This is from Julian H. Where can I find myself a co-host to buy? I looked on Amazon.com and couldn't find one. P.S. I loved how pissed Carlisle got in my McRib reference in the Coco. It don't take much to set Carlisle off. I mean, one word, like you mentioned Batman, he's like, motherfucking, I told you my rule, no fucking Batman. And one dude mentioned the McRib he got, man. Fucking McRib, man. It's a boneless sandwich. How you fucking cook that thing? And no fucking McRibs here either. Then we mentioned Bebe Kids from the long time ago. I don't know nothing fucking about Bebe Kids. I don't care about shit about Bebe fucking kids. You don't fucking read that email to me. And I'm like, God damn, man.
You know what that brother needs? He needs a case of drink.
Slow your roll.
He needs to slow his roll.
Nah, we actually had a good time though on Sunday night, man. He brought by some donuts. And they were, man, the donuts were cool. Yeah, he brought by some donuts. We had a good time, man. Yeah, he was real cool.
Cool.
Co-host, you can't buy one. You got to have it custom built.
Yeah, that's right.
Told you co-host was built by an Asian guy I was roommates with. Mm-hmm. But even then, you don't know if you want one because the way I got it, the co-host, is because he said, I can't take this smart-ass machine no more. And I built it. He's like, Corey, you do something with this motherfucker. I'm going to go build another one.
He's your roommate now? What?
He was my roommate.
I thought he was some dude. Are you sure?
He was Raymond.
Oh,
no.
It makes perfect sense.
Dude I went to school with.
Okay.
Asian guy.
My origin is always changing.
I'm telling you, man. You just don't remember.
I think you're lying half the time.
I got to hit you on the side of the head sometime. Your whole life's been a lie.
Wait a minute, Corey. I thought you said that guy lived... Never mind.
Yeah, we lived together at one time. Yeah.
No, unless you're a hot spill broad, then we'll negotiate something as far as you having the original. Yes.
All right.
Metal master of disaster.
All right, and we got one more here. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna read one more. And this is
one for the road.
This is from Life in Chartreuse. Mm-hmm. Question for a couple
of
cold ones. Well, fuck it, you gonna go get it on. Let's do this.
What a name. Yeah. Okay.
I'm thinking about going into film after high school, but I'm not sure.
That's your fault. Don't tell us your problems.
But I'm not sure exactly what kind of thing to do. I would love to write for the screen and do that sort of deal, but direction is also something I'm interested in. What advice do you have on studying film and deciding what type of work to do in the industry? Thanks.
Don't fuck it up.
Yeah, exactly. Don't do porn. We actually had one guy fresh out of high school talking about, I'm doing porn with my friends. And we were like, don't do that,
That's
man.
Right.
Sorry, please don't do that.
Yeah, that poor kid's on Skid Row right now.
But real quick, man, let me tell you something. The way to break into it, you got some people start low. They go in, they become runners on the set, they become gaffers, they do like the gopher job.
Right.
They do the shit jobs, and they slowly make connections and work their way up. The other thing that you can do is, look, a lot of people, they love film so much that's what they did. They watched tons of films, then they went out and start making movies on their own, or they went out and start writing on their own. Mm-hmm. You have a passion for it, and you're good. Somebody's going to discover you.
Right.
A good combination of both is to be passionate about film in your spare time, live, breathe it, make it. Just don't sit on your ass talking about,
no.
This world is full of millions of motherfuckers that say, I want to make something.
Right.
And they don't do a fucking thing
You're
but talk about it.
sitting on a couch throwing around ideas. Your ass is never going to fucking...
Yeah.
You have to do it. Don't throw around ideas. Write that shit.
Write that shit, film it, be proactive. The best combination is to be proactive, do it, while at the same time taking these little shit jobs or these entry jobs and then making your connections. Because... you know what? You're going to be connected to people, and then you're going to also have a product to show.
Because I guarantee you, there's plenty of shitty films out there, so those guys are doing something right. But the thing is, the key word is they are doing.
Exactly.
So
Are those people that you like to criticize? I have even people that I criticize. I have to say, well, you know what?
They're fucking doing it.
Yeah,
they're making money.
Maybe you got those people who they were born into it, and
we are watching their fucking movie.
Yeah.
So their mission is accomplished.
But for those people who started from scratch and they weren't born to a famous family,
they're still scratching.
They weren't born. Yeah, or they weren't born into money, and they went out and did it. Well, you know what they did? They had the drive to do it. Mm-hmm. So anyway, co-host.
Yes.
It's coming up on that hour, man. I think we ain't got no more to talk about.
It is time.
I'm gonna try to go out here and catch some titties before it's over with. Hey, people, I'm not really gonna do that. I actually hate Mardi Gras when women get raised at tops because you know what happens. First of all, I can't have those breasts. Right. And second of all,
it's always the fat ones.
No, you got actually. I'm surprised how many good looking.
Well, you know what? We live in Austin, so yeah, it's a better buffet here. But the thing is, I remember in New Orleans, there were a lot of people taking off shirts that should not be fucking taken off.
You saw
some of those girls need to put padlocks on the goddamn shirt, connect them to the jeans, so that shit won't ever happen again.
I know, man. You had women whose stomach looked like one big breast before they got to their real breast. I'm like, yeah.
So, where does the breast end and the stomach begin?
And the stomach begin and vice versa. Yeah, what the fuck is going on here? Yeah. But you got guys out there who act like they've never seen breasts before, and all of a sudden it turns into a zombie film. They're like,
exactly. Oh no, it is some scary shit. Girls, be careful out there. If you're out doing that shit, I mean, well, it'll be too late, and you already know who you are. But exactly. Just be careful. Don't really expect craziness when you do that.
I like to tell girls when they go out there. I like to say, have a little respect for yourself. Don't go out there.
I always appreciate the girls who don't do that.
Exactly.
All I'm thinking is, God damn, I wish they'd raise up their shirt or something.
I wish it was me.
I think about the girls who aren't doing that. So as far as the ones,
keeping it private for your man.
Yeah, exactly. What you don't see is usually a lot better. So
exactly.
More for the imagination, I always say.
There you go. You're a gentleman and a scholar, co-host.
Yes.
It's all right. So
and then a ruthless bastard.
It's about that time, man.
Oh!
This has been Let's Do This.
That's right.
So we getting out of here.
Let's do this.
Get to the chopper. Get to the chopper.
Yeah.
I like that thing. Good night, y'all.
Night.